And that's kind of the thing I'm looking at. Like, well, he's the only one that hasn't really played this year.
Not yet.
Hey, Akers, while you're out there in space, are you going to catch some more Pokemon?
Wow.
You got to catch them all?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
How
with that,
did the
welcome
Pokemon do?
everybody to Dueling Aces for 11 Veterans Day. What the
hell?
Oh, that's just Harbaugh's career going up in flames.
It never started. Not at Michigan, it didn't.
Oh, it started on his first win.
Wow.
I couldn't even tell you who that was against anymore.
Right.
It wasn't Appalachian State for sure.
He didn't lose to them either. That was
you notice that Zolt has now covered up U of M symbols on his backdrop.
It's just a bad angle.
No, I see one right there next to the championship belt.
Actually, yeah, there is. There's that's a Michigan hockey puck.
There you go.
Go Blue Ice.
So close enough.
Hey, we're a basketball school now.
Oh well, yeah, there's that too.
#1 ranking.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they haven't played a game.
Yes, that's the key.
You're always that's what the Lions do too. They're always #1 in preseason.
We are not #1 in preseason.
Hey, I've seen plenty of preseasons where they've gone 4-0. As a matter of fact, when they went 0-16, they were 4-0 in the regular season.
Yes, but you know what? There's a reason they don't rank the preseason.
That's right. And you know what you also say? That's their Super Bowl right there. The preseason.
No, Super Bowl's the draft. Super Bowl's the draft.
Oh,
the preseason is the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hi, Mary. How's it going? Forgot to, I was going to say, speaking of a few other tags.
Hey, Akers, you should send some of your Pokemon card to U of M. Then they can catch some.
No. You got the wrong cards. We need the magic cards.
There you go. There you go. There it is. There it is.
Difference.
There it is. There it is.
At least they'll catch something.
I was like, I had to see if I can find it. And
if the U of M came down here, they could catch Corona, apparently.
No, we don't want them to catch Corona. We want Ohio State. I want to see if Ryan Day's got the balls to put the 100 on him like he said he was going to do.
Oh, I hope they do. That would be
so do I.
That'd be the greatest moment in the history of the Big Ten.
But you realize, here's the thing. If they actually put up the 100 and they don't fire his ass, then we're fucked. We're stuck with his ass till he dies.
I cannot believe that would happen.
Yes,
me neither, but
it would just be
why? His contract's up in 2 years.
No, next year at 3 days after next year's last game.
Okay, then you don't have to wait till he dies. You just have to wait until next year.
Well,
that doesn't mean they won't resign him. They might resign him.
Don't say that.
Oh yeah. This could be the first time. Could you ever imagine a U of M team going 1-8?
They're 1-7.
They could lose every game from here on out.
Like that's how you even made a comment in one of the posts. I said, I hope the God Rutgers runs the score up on them.
Rutgers got a hell of a team. Think about it. They just put 27 up on Ohio State, and they were scoring left and right.
And I was kind of curious to see how Tua's brother was going to do against Ohio State this week, but we won't get to see that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to probably get railroaded by fucking Wisconsin, so.
We're actually going to let Wisconsin play now.
Maryland turned around and chickened out.
Of every sport.
Yeah.
They shut down their entire
university, right?
University, basically.
Yeah, everything.
All sports is shut down at Maryland.
Well, that's why I said, like, with the NFL, I feel like they're using the COVID list for injuries instead of actual players being on COVID. Because you get these players, they're on the COVID list, and then next week they're back. I'm like, wait, I thought they got to sit for 14 weeks or 14 days.
I mean, COVID list is being used for close contact.
Right.
It's like, we just need to watch you.
Yeah, you could come off the COVID list if you get 3 negative tests.
Like Baker, for an example, just got hit with COVID.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's the bye week. he's got to sit for 14 days. Well, he's going to be here for Sunday.
Nope, he's ready to go.
No, he
It's
doesn't
like,
have to sit for 14 days.
Now,
He's
Ben
on the COVID.
Roethlisberger's hit with COVID.
And he
Yeah, but
only
he'll be
had
clear Friday.
3 negative tests and they can come play.
And what tests have to be 24 hours apart each, something like that.
Right.
I'm now getting tested twice a week because that's going to do a lot of good.
Getting the old brain tickle twice a week.
No, first of all, they don't do that. That test has gone to the side.
They moved on. All right.
They've upgraded twice since then. Now they got this little flimsy plastic little thing that they go up there and they stir around just inside the nostril for 10 seconds. Go nostril to nostril and send it off.
No, I guess it's better it's the nostril and not the backside.
Dave's taking attendance. He's wondering where Bert is, where Doug's at. It's like, hey, Dave, now we know that you haven't been watching for the past
8 weeks.
10 weeks. No. 8 weeks. Because Burridge Bulls on it.
Fucking Aaron.
What? Hey, fellas, the space background fits a few acres. And with that, we can get started. Doug, psych, but Zolt still is
so
not
close.
around.
So close.
So close, but so far away.
If they stuff still disappears, like my arm. My arm's actually there.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Well,
Leprosy.
we totally as we were slightly discussing it just a hair is the fantastic hole-in-one shot. This is a thing of beauty. She went across the water, skips up, and goes one hell of a distance. Because this is just truly sick.
That took a tour.
Oh, that was
an
an
around
around the
crowd
world
right there.
That is an around the world in 80 days shot, because that is just sick.
Not only did he make a hole in one on that, but that was his second ace of the day.
Yeah, but the thing is usually the only other person that I've known that's been skipping across the water and land up on a green is me. And you validate that with my dad. I actually skipped one 5 times, went up on the green and landed about 2 feet off. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all. So that
Then he
is
5-putted, by the way, just so everybody knows the story. Just kidding.
bam. We've got the first meet of the night right out the gate.
Ding. That's
Keep
1 point
scoreboard
for Suds.
checking. Yep. Just keep scoreboard checking.
At least I got the joke in before he did it.
And that's why you heard crickets, as usual.
No, I saw smiles on faces.
That was a good one.
These, now for the wildest thing, but now for the ugliest looking thing. Look at these horrifying
Ooh.
pads.
Ooh.
That's not
Ooh.
pretty.
All right.
That's something.
Can you tell me what the first word is?
Bauer.
Sorry.
Lundqvist.
Lundqvist?
Oh,
That's
I was
what
looking
that
at the
says?
pad.
Yes. And
King
this
Henry.
is not a rookie, Suds.
No,
this is a well-known hockey name, so you don't get to clear on this one.
To be honest with you, I thought it was a country.
No.
close. It could be.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Lundqvist?
Yeah, fair enough. It could be, but yeah, no.
I thought it was like a European
No,
hockey team.
no. Nope.
Not sure if that's where you want to put the bird.
Yeah, I was
Let's
waiting
split that
for
bird in
somebody
two.
else to. I was waiting for somebody else to go there.
You split the bird open, you stuff it, you throw it in the oven for, for how many hours?
I thought Suds was gonna come up with it, but
I was too busy on the name.
Yeah.
Nope,
I like the
glad so.
logo the way
Zolt,
it is, but I mean, it's not the right position to put it in.
Zolt, you set it up, you took it right on home. Thank you. Because, yeah, it's just not. Oh, it brings a whole new meaning to the 5-hole, doesn't it?
I mean, I get what they were going for, but no. You missed.
It seems rather inappropriate, being that it's the capital.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you just missing the spaceship from Independence Day above it. With the beam coming down and then
This is Independence 3.
yeah.
oh,
The Phoenix Revenge.
yeah, it's something.
I
How
don't
many
know.
W's can we see?
I when I saw this, I said,
Four,
"Oh,
five,
that's
six.
getting brought up on the show."
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't seen that. Oh my lord.
Yeah, like I said, this had to get brought up. I said, "There's just too many one-liners here. I don't know where to begin." Oh,
Now, as I understand it, the players, specifically goalies, can pick their own helmets. They can wear whatever helmets they want,
Yeah, provided they're approved, league approved.
right.
But
They,
yes.
they still have to be
and
approved.
their uniforms are obviously their league, but their pads are usually belong to the players.
I mean, you have to keep to the motif of the jersey, but
Right,
yeah,
so he doesn't necessarily have to wear those.
no,
It was
not
his
at all.
idea.
I was gonna say it's
This is his
drawing.
idea.
Oh, so
Yeah,
he's
I
an
mean-
idiot.
Yeah, I
Got
mean,
it.
usually as
You
far as
should have started with he's special. You gotta listen. Remember that one comedian? Here's your sign.
That's Jeff Fox. Bill.
That's not
Engvall,
just that's
sorry.
Bill Ingram.
Bill Engvall.
Well, you should have started off with he wears a sign, and then we would have known.
Yeah, I mean, usually goalies will have definitely their masks and occasionally the pads commissioned. As far as okay, this is what I want on it. Make it look awesome.
Well, they came short.
Somebody crapped the bed on that one. Yeah, Zolt, I thought for sure you might have seen that.
Oh, I hadn't. I'm so glad you showed that to me.
When I saw it, I said, "Oh, I've got to show this. It has to." It's just, yeah. I was gonna have way too much fun with that one. The Robin Williams flips him the bird comes to. He'll be flipping the bird up every time he's up and down. Speaking of
when that puck goes through the bird.
and speaking of birds, here we have a new crybaby. Lamar Jackson says they're calling out our plays. No shit, Sherlock. You've been figured out. We told you all that last year. We figured you out. They're calling the play. No kidding. You only run the same 12 plays. They figured you out. Hello.
I mean, it's the NFL. If you are not constantly changing, you're going to get left behind. And if, like you said, if that is accurate, that they're running the exact same scheme that they were running last year, no wonder he's not doing so well this year.
The same goes for college, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, colleges, it's a you have the constant rotation of players where they're coming in, going out. But yeah, I mean, NFL, it's like you have to change every year.
But like we said, the blueprint, the Browns literally stamped out the blueprint last year and said, "Hey, we figured it out. This is what they're doing. Have at it."
Please don't give the Browns any credit on anything, please.
They started it.
They started it, so yes, they get credit for it.
And in Baltimore at that.
Yep. So, like I said,
He got muted.
He muted me before I could actually tell the truth.
like I said, it was game one, so yes, they get credited for it. Sorry about your luck.
Game 1, they didn't stop shit against them, did they?
Not this year.
I guess they lost the tape.
Oh no.
Yeah, Freddie Kitchens took it with him.
Yeah.
Must be it.
So, like I said, but the crybaby is crying, and it's like Zolt said, if you don't change, you don't make adjustments, you're screwed. And I'm sorry, but that's exactly why the Ravens could turn around and now just start falling off. So this week.
Although, as you know, as much as we say Lamar's having an off year and all this other stuff, what's their record?
6-2 or something? Or
5-2? I mean, they're still 6-2.
Well,
yeah, I bet you Cleveland and Detroit wants that record.
He's got
let them fall off, huh? Please let them fall off that way.
Well, at the moment, he's got Billy Boy to deal with this weekend. So that should be interesting. He's got to deal with Billy this weekend.
Yeah, because I say what their 2 losses came to the Steelers and Ravens, or the Steelers and Chiefs, right?
Mm-hmm. So contestant number 3.
Yeah, I won't be taking Billy Boy.
Contestant number 3 has not been looking as sharp as we had come to expect.
This is very true.
And he doesn't know how to throw games like you guys thought he was going to on Monday night.
Oh, he
tried really hard.
He tried really hard, but Flacco got an envelope in the fourth quarter.
You know, Flacco suddenly remembered that his name was Joe Flacco. That's what that was.
Oh no. Somebody got it.
Somebody hiked that ball. He was like, all right.
Somebody.
All right, check.
The money is in the account. The money is in the account. Okay. Oh, pick. Oh, damn.
Yeah. All right.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And after he threw that pick, see, Bill, we know how to play this game too.
Yeah,
I
got you. I got you, Bill. It's all good.
Oh my gosh. I was talking to people in Bowling on that Monday night about that. We were talking about that, and everybody's like, really? And they're like, yeah. I said, how many wins they got? And then someone goes, well, they only got 2 wins. I said, yeah. Imagine if you give the Jets 1 win. Yeah, so but they only got 1 win. I said, and then 3 weeks later they play Jets again.
Yep.
Jets win again. So they'll be 2-2. And I go, then who holds the tiebreaker? And the guy goes,
the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets would hold the tiebreaker, so they would get the second pick. I said, yep.
Yepers.
And it was so funny. Everybody at the bowl, and I was like, wow, this is really going on right now. The Jets are actually winning.
Well, I did hear a rumor, though, that, you know, right at the end of that game when the Patriots came back and won, that Trevor Lawrence requested the course guide for next year.
I don't think Trevor's going anywhere.
I sure as hell wouldn't go to that team.
I mean, like they always say, like Myers used to tell them all the time too, collect your millions as fast as you can. But also, you can get drafted by that team. You don't have to play.
Right.
The thing about it is you play for the Jets, you're going to be so bad, you probably only getting 1 contract.
You better hope
you go play for the Patriots, you could potentially get 40 years.
Dan Last said, jumping on the pads again. Dan Last said, spread eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I'm surprised it wasn't engraved on there. Spread on the one, eagle on the other. It may as well have been.
Damn near.
Oh, I've been to the practice house. The hole is usually packed up. Wow, Aaron's commenting on.
Oh yeah, D-Last was there.
The backgrounds. The star of the show's background, overpaid choke artist.
He just like anytime that little fucker wants to run his mouth about Michigan, he's going to take the chance. That's all he ever does.
Well, you know, hey, pot shots are winding up.
You're 1-2.
I'm not. Michigan is.
Michigan is 1-2. They've lost to who? Michigan State, who lost to Rutgers in game 1.
And then got blown out by Iowa last week.
Exactly. So what does that should say about Michigan?
No, the worst part of it, that's not even the worst part. Michigan State, I understand that. I mean, it makes sense because it's a rivalry game, but the fact that you just blew a fucking 24-year fucking lead against Indiana.
Yeah. Yeah, that was rough.
They haven't beat you since 1987, and you come out and look that bad, something's wrong.
I was in middle school.
I was 4.
No comment.
You were in middle school too, asshole. We're the same age. I ain't letting you off the hook.
Bill's just waiting until week 17, hoping the Jets to win a couple games. Clint, it'll happen eventually. All right. One more quick little tidbit before we jump into the full-blown NFL. We have our baseball Rookie of the Year awards. One, Mr. Kyle Lewis in the AL, Devin Williams in the NL. AL manager is Kevin Cash. NL manager, Don Mattingly. And our nice little list of Silver Slugger and Gold Glove awards. Any surprises that you guys see on either of these lists by any chance? I mean, you've pretty much got the usual suspects in a lot of the spots.
Probably saying Cesar winning for the Indians at second base. That's kind of a surprise.
That's where I was going at, is Cesar Hernandez for the Indians and rookie Luis Robert from the White Sox. I mean, that was kind of a little bit of a surprise to me.
We picked it up this season, but
Trent Grisham for the Padres, another rookie.
You're in the way.
What does it mean by the team? I see it says the team there as the Indians. Like, as a team, they won a goal? I mean...
Yeah, why does it say the...
I don't know. I do not know.
The Cubs in one and Indians in the other.
I've never seen that before.
I hadn't seen that before either.
Team Gold Glove? Is that a thing?
That's what I'm kind of wondering.
And a platinum glove, Alex Gordon for the Royals and Arenado for the Rockies.
That's a nice way for Alex Gordon to go out.
Yeah, I mean...
Here we go, giving everybody a fucking trophy. Wasn't there usually just the Gold Glove?
No, there wasn't.
No, it's one per position.
Damn position.
I like that first shortstop though, Tim Anderson. I got a bat for you guys if you want to buy one.
No, I didn't mean that each individual position didn't get a Gold Glove. I didn't know there was a silver and all that. I thought it was Gold Glove,
and
not different levels.
No, it was the platinums are like the best of the best for the year.
So there's platinum.
But you have gold gloves for every position, and the platinum is the best of the best for the year.
Oh, okay.
Which goes to Shane Bieber.
Oh, that's the Cy Youngs are. Ironically, I was going to say the Cy Young Awards can also just come across, and ironically, both Indians pitchers.
Well, one was.
No, they both are. Trevor Bauer and Bieber, both Indians pitchers.
He plays for the Reds now.
Where's he primarily known from? The Indians.
That's just like you fucks at Ohio State trying to say fucking Joe Burrow won the Heisman at Ohio State when he fucking didn't even do it. You guys ride his coattails when he didn't even play at Ohio State.
He did.
Yeah.
What, one game?
Just wasn't a snap.
They got to get a claim to their championship somehow.
Yeah, Doug
They're
Bozet
desperate in Ohio.
Doug Bozet in the chat. The team Gold Glove is the team with the best fielding percentage.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Doug.
Yeah, thanks, Doug.
Why doesn't he just come on and start signing?
Oh, come on. I think Ager should get the boot for that.
He got muted.
Fuck you, Akers. I got you, Doug.
We're already reading his post. You might as well just show his face and then read the post at the same time.
No. All right. Last week's debacle.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Everything was fine. Everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
Everything is awesome.
Oh, everything.
Thanks for keeping that in my head.
No problem.
We've got to turn around and give it up this week.
Oh, fuck that.
Akers is number one.
He'll never be number one.
Akers pulls off the unbelievable and comes in first place.
Where did these fucking did these votes come in while we were sleeping? I want to recount.
and the den was empty, no lone wolf.
Wow,
and,
that was really close all week with everybody.
Yes, it was really close. But we've got two cellar dwellers, Mr. Burrich and Big D.
Damn, Big D's.
Hey, look at that. That guy in the cellar last week won this week.
Yeah. Chris, would you like to roll with your usual blind chicken, please?
Oh, even a blind chicken gets curl going every once in a while.
Thank you.
No problem. Sorry.
I figured Akers was just getting picks from somebody now.
Yeah.
So who's doing your picks now?
Yeah.
Same teams I've always picked. It's just you guys don't want to ride my wagons. So
because your wagon usually doesn't go anywhere.
I was gonna say it seems to be working okay for us.
Yeah, your wagon was at 5 last week.
And which means that Mr. Burrich and Mr. Schrods are actually tied at 92 apiece.
that's funny. I'm only beating one person. Oh, wait, it's George.
Ding. That's
Goodbye.
That's one for Akers. I gotta give it to him.
Yes. So we will start off with this week's.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
what
could possibly go wrong?
A lot.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
you're good, Doug.
more than you know. All
Oh,
right.
I don't know. I can imagine quite a bit.
Right. The last week, the ironic games, you know, as we were saying that we keep getting more games that you just don't expect these guys to win a game or they lost. Primarily like the Seahawks and Buffalo Bills. I mean, the Hawks finally turned around and got burned on the East Coast. It took a little while, but it finally happened. It's a coin flip. I mean, who thought that the Steelers would almost lose to the Cowboys?
Oh, I was so hoping for that.
I just want to point this out there, just like we were talking about Lamar. Dallas also proved it, how you can beat the Steelers until he came back.
Well, it also helps when the sun is kind of glaring in your face too. That also works.
And always count the Steeler haters on the screens, can't we?
I'll tell you what, too, you know damn
5 of
well
them.
the Steeler fans were breathing a sigh of relief because I know they were freaking the fuck out when they seen Mason Rudolph come strutting on the field. Especially Dave.
What do you mean?
Crazy.
When Mason came on the field, the Steeler fans are about to walk out of the stadium.
That's true.
I mean, it just goes to show that everybody says it. Mason was good. Mason was there. All of a sudden, he gets a hit in the head, and he never plays the same. I understand when you usually get hit in the head by a flying out some kind of blunt force, you're not usually the same.
And usually you're wearing the helmet when you get hit versus getting hit with the helmet.
But I mean, right there, it just showed you Dallas took out Roethlisberger for a quarter, and they just started running away with it. And then here comes Roethlisberger, and next thing you know, I mean, even the Steeler fans were saying it. Could they give them this game anymore? I mean, I didn't watch the fourth quarter because I was sick of it. I turned it off. But what was the point? I mean, like, they literally handed the Steelers the game. They would not let Dallas do anything more. And the one person who aggravates me the most in that game is Ezekiel Elliott. He's blowing through this O-line, looking at him, looking at the camera, saying, feed me, feed me. Well, I don't know if you know this, but they've been feeding you, and you ain't feeding us touchdowns, son. Start scoring some touchdowns. Then you start spooling the spoon.
Didn't they say he hasn't scored since Dak got injured?
He shouldn't
as an owner of him, more than likely, yes. That sounds about right.
I have him as well in 2
I want
leagues.
to thank you for stealing him from me.
It was great there for a while.
When you picked him, I was so mad. I was like, oh my God. I was telling George, he's like, who do you going to pick first round? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I got to take my boy Zeke. I got to take Zeke. And of course, someone stole him from me this year. And I'm like, man, this is going to bite me in the ass. Nope.
Nope.
So I took Chubb.
And he bit you in the ass.
I was going to say, that's got its own problems because I got him too.
Well, this week,
because someone passed on him on the first pick.
I was going to say, this week you should be okay.
Yeah. Just don't know exactly what you're going to get yet.
Right.
Although he's been practicing, so it's just a matter of, do you start him or
Colts
not?
And the Titans. Colts and the Titans. Who's showing up first?
I'm just filling in. Sean just popped in his picks. Hate when that happens.
My question came across the screen the announcer last week when I said something about the Colts. When is JT going to show up? When is Mr. Taylor going to start running and scoring the football like he's supposed to?
It's tough depending on rookies, man.
I know. And he's actually got a nice, decent team with him, though, too. That's a challenge, you know. I mean, that's like we said about Cam. Cam was supposed to be there, and then he got injured, but he still hasn't produced after that. I mean,
no.
I can't say this is a tough season for running backs, but this is the year that you need to start making your name out there right now.
I think all the quarterbacks are stealing that thunder anyways right now. All the rookie quarterbacks anyways.
Yeah.
Well, the NBA just froze their salary cap and their luxury tax. They are going to remain the same as they did from last year, which means the free agents and everything will be they're playing at a loss at this point in time. They're going to freeze the salary cap at what it was last year and the luxury tax, given the basically hoping that this COVID will go away and they can recoup their losses. They're saying that they're going to any losses further will be spread out over the next I think it was 5 years. So over the salary cap. And that they're going to, I guess what happens in the NFL is they keep part of your salary. I believe it's like 20%. And that goes towards the revenue. And if the NBA comes up short, well, the money comes out of your revenue. So if they don't able to recoup their money, the NBA players lose approximately 20% of their salaries coming up this year alone.
They're literally following the NHL escrow model. That's exactly the way the NHL has been doing it. And that they set the exact same thing where next year the salary cap stays exactly the same. So it'll be interesting to see.
Do you like it that way? I mean,
it's
not my money.
Exactly. I mean, it's a way of controlling cost. I mean, what you're doing is you're just, okay, yes, everything has been increasing, but in case it doesn't, it's just there's a percentage of your check you're not going to get.
Well, here's the thing. Right now, they're looking at a December 22nd start for the NBA. They're calling for a vaccine sometime in December. But let's say it doesn't show up.
Vaccine's already there. It was actually turned
I'm
around
not
and
saying
it
whether
was
or not they actually have it.
3
It's
days
whether
ago.
it gets proved to be given out by December. Let's say they don't approve it until after a certain person gets out of office.
Well,
They don't
I
want to give
would-
that person any credit.
wouldn't be surprised if they turn around and, you know, teams were guinea pigged.
Well, you're gonna have manufacturing issues before we
Well,
get to
they're
that
not the
point.
only company. There are 7 companies right now out there who have vaccine ready to start and go and have been producing it already. They are just waiting, of course, on the FDA to turn around and clear it.
They're waiting on the results of their friggin' studies so that they know whether this is gonna kill people or not.
Well, the
Why not?
company came out and said it was 90% effective. They came out and said it was 90% effective. It's got to go through the FDA. If the FDA doesn't approve it in December, then it'll be rolled out at some point in time between January and February. But my point is that if they do not roll it out in December, you end up pushing the vaccine out until January, February, you're going to lose even more revenue because there will be no fans in the stands, which means no money in the pockets.
And here's a good question. What about all the other countries around us who are also going to turn around and already have their vaccine, but we have to wait on the, well, that's another topic for another show.
I was good. These companies that are making the companies that are making the vaccines are multinational.
Right.
They're also the companies in the other countries. And the fact that NHL tomorrow, I believe, doesn't have a governor's call, but they supposedly have a bunch of calls between the owners, etc. They are moving forward with plans expecting there to not be anything like that, at least. And if it is ready, it's not going to go to them. And they know that. There won't be enough to go around.
The players are not the ones who need it. The fans need to have it so they can show up to the games.
They are not planning on having fans, the NHL.
Well, then again, there we go again. They're going to lose money.
And they're okay with that.
NBA's not.
But do they really lose money because there's no workers?
Yes, they lose $1.5 billion.
Yeah, we covered that before even the NFL season started. We covered that already, that every main sport does lose out on the revenue, but because
NBA announced
physical
$1.5
revenue
billion
of fans not being there.
Yes, and at the same time, it's like that's what the NHL had set up before they even started. It's like that's why they broke it down over the next 5 years. We know we're going to take losses, so we're going to take that and spread out percentage. Break it down each year. That way, we can stay in business and keep everything going.
Right, but the faster they get the fans in the stands, the faster the players recoup their money. The more money they make. Yep. So if they could pull it off, because you don't want to have that spread through those 5 years. You want to recoup the money as quickly as possible to start to rejoin the revenue, to raise the salary caps, to raise everything. So the sooner they get this vaccine out, the sooner the players and NBA can return to fans in the stands and their money in their pockets.
And what game was that? What game was that the other over this past weekend too, where all the fans rushed the field?
That would be Notre Dame.
Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
can't get COVID.
Intelligence at its best. I thought we were under social distancing guidelines, and right there, I'm sure the NCAA went, "Hello, red flag." Duh.
Actually, Notre Dame came out after the game and told the students they have to be tested before they can sign up for their next classes.
Notre Dame has actually been really proactive as a school.
Yeah, they
as far
shut
as
it down.
like kicking kids out for not following the guidelines.
Because that was totally
ridiculous.
Which they can do because they're not a public college.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're private. So they can make those rules and violate their students' constitutional rights.
Well, apparently the students turned around and took it upon themselves to say, "Screw the rules."
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. College students did something stupid.
Right? Eric loves your background, Mike.
I know. I was gonna say we were talking about something. To be in this head, you got to be in this own world. So I'm just saying.
Out in
It's too
space,
quiet.
all by itself. Nothing but it. No one, not even air to support yourself.
I don't need air.
Clearly.
I was gonna say it.
I was like, softball.
The damage has been done.
Softball.
It explains your text messages.
Is that what those are? I thought that was like some kind of text form of like smoke signal or something.
I gotta start talking like the wine so everybody understands.
Just tell the story when you
tell me who
text.
the wine is.
It's like in the middle of your thought, you go, "Oh, I'm going to type that," but you forget the beginning and you forget the middle, and then you just go with the end. Nobody knows the damn story because you forget 2/3 of it.
It's acres for you. What do you expect?
Hey,
Yeah.
you get a middle and you get an end.
Just not in that order.
Just because you can't put it together like a jigsaw.
All buns and no burger.
There's been a few I've started. I'm like, no, I'm not ready for this kind of commitment, and I just scroll by it.
I was sitting there going, "What the fuck is he saying?"
He doesn't know what he's saying.
Half the time, and after I send it, I'm like, "What was I talking about?"
We know.
Yeah, believe me, that part comes through.
Most of the time, it's always done with one thumb, so I'm like going like this, and the thumb is just hitting the letters, and I hit send, and then I look back, I'm like, fucking autocorrect again, Jesus Christ.
All right.
Don't blame that on autocorrect.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of problems with this autocorrect.
No, yeah, there's a lot. Autocorrect just gives up, man. Autocorrect says, I can't do nothing.
I love how autocorrect is supposed to spell correct something, and then I look back, I'm going, it didn't even spell it correct. What the fuck?
It's called autofill, not autocorrect.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of autocorrecting, Colts at the Titans tomorrow night.
It's not a horrible game.
This is
it's not a bad Thursday game, to be honest.
This is finally something. I'm going to say it's decent.
Yeah,
it's watchable.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Although we were totally confused, you could almost say, by last Sunday night's butt whooping that the Saints put on the Bucks, and it made that game, boring. And then the Monday night game we thought was going to be the butt whooping that turned out to be oddly the over. Those who took the over won.
It was competitive.
Yes.
Occasionally laughable, but it was competitive.
Yep. Like we said, the money's in the bank. So we have so far Ryan, Doug, myself, Big D, and Shrods all took the Titans. Sean is taking the Colts. Mr. Zolt, who would you like?
I like the Titans. I just think they're better. And it'd be really nice if Henry could get back to form. Really, really nice. I mean, it's good seeing AJ Brown now that he's healthy, what he can do, which has been pretty damn impressive. But yeah, let's feed the rock to Henry a little bit more, please.
Rods is just joining us.
Suds.
Oh man, that's tough.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Why should you win 1 week?
I know.
And I'm supposed to listen to you?
I know.
Because he knows it's not happening again. You got to get it all
Yeah,
in.
You gotta shoot your shot now because this is it, baby. Your last hurrah. I won this week. I so follow me.
It's just like throwing a 3 and 8. You just got to do it one time to be in the club.
Stay off that yellow brick road.
I was just gonna say what?
I'm going to take the Colts.
Okay. He said he's gonna go for the Colts. Praying on Mr. Rivers.
Old man Rivers.
Adam.
I think I'm gonna go with the Titans. Every time I pick the damn Colts, they lose.
So you picked the Lions over the Colts?
I can't remember what I did that week, but it seems like the Vikings, Colts, and Lions are the three teams that whatever I pick, they do the opposite of.
You have no.
I don't understand how.
Don't blame the Colts because you picked the fucking Lions.
I don't remember.
It ain't their fault. That was a dumbass move in the first place.
I think Durkin must have brainwashed me that week.
Okay, Durkin's got to have a brain to brainwash.
Well, that's true. God damn it! I'm just gonna shut up.
He might have actually been in the hospital, so which was functional that time.
This is true.
Yeah.
That was a good week for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's the only week he's ever gotten anything right.
Akers.
Oh, Big Ten. Tennessee.
All right.
I won't even give you no logic. I think I ran out of logic with this team. I don't understand.
Thank God.
I already told you they're going to win the division. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's that division. That division is almost as bad as the NFC East is.
I know.
It's that ugly right now.
Houston's a swinging door. I'm just saying. Don't know if you're in or out.
That's what she said. Up next into Sunday, the Eagles at the Giants. Suds, we've got Eagles across the board so far.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I can't.
You can't do it with a straight face.
No, if I couldn't.
You could not do that with a straight face. No, you just.
No, if I couldn't do it now.
You couldn't. You could not do it with a straight face.
I was trying to hold on. I was trying.
Akers.
Oh, he's the crackhead who's going to take the Giants.
Like.
He's consulting his consultant.
Check the moon. See what it is. Is it in?
I hate because like
he's reading the stars.
Team.
Turn around, read the stars.
Team to take them, but like physically speaking, Philadelphia is really the stronger team of these two. But the problem is Danny Dimes. I mean, that's just my. They don't. Even if Barkley was there, I don't think I would make a difference with this right now because I just don't understand why the Giants keep doing stupid games. So I think I've been trying to talk myself to go to the Giants. I don't think I can. I gotta stay with Philly.
Yeah, but Danny Dimes is leading the league in rushing.
I'm lost in
Who is
space.
doing it? What is that? What's that noise in the background?
Probably my daughter's tablet. She needs to turn down.
Yep, that's it. Some kitty toy.
Adam,
yeah, it's a kid game. What's that?
Who would you like?
Jesus. There's no way I can pick the. I just can't.
And guess what? I have quarters this week.
I'm not taking your quarter choice this week. I'm taking the Eagles. This isn't a survivor pick.
Well, the Giants, it could be.
Dan says Akers is lost in space. Hey, scoreboard that one for Mr. Last, please.
I get as in God damn it, Durkin would say in my space chair.
Thank you.
Zolt.
You're
And you're welcome too.
Yeah. and Mike Johnston, ironically, he says he's late, but he's here from Philly.
What you're taking Philly, Mike Johnson?
What timing? We happen to be going over the Eagles at the Giants picks, Mike. So perfect timing. Mr. Zolt.
I mean, the Giants have been in every game the past 3 weeks.
I know.
They beat football team, which granted it's football team. They were up 21-10 a couple weeks ago with like 4 minutes to go.
Uh-huh.
I'll take them. Give me the Giants.
Oh,
the hell?
We've got one.
I'd like to also point out to you that Atlanta was leading in the first 5 games in the fourth quarter. But that doesn't make them a good football team.
The Giants they're gonna pull one of these out where we're gonna be like, where'd that come from?
Are they playing the Jets?
Yeah,
no, that ain't gonna
That's
fit.
when they're going to do that.
No, because we'll expect that one.
I was gonna say.
well, that'll be the one the Jets win.
Next game. Jesus. Jags at the Packers. Anybody want the new improved Jacksonville Jaguars?
Ooh, no, sir.
Anyone?
I
Negative.
might have some numbers for that one if you want them.
Going twice? Yes, I do. The spread?
Spread is Packers by 13.
Not as bad as it should be.
Not as bad as it should be.
Not as yeah.
Let me guess. They're at Jacksonville.
Jags at the Packers.
Oh, at Packers? Shit,
Yes.
that means they only up 10? Realistically, because you get 3 points for being at home.
I know Piper's not on her tablet.
Over under's 50.
Confess. Tell your wife, yes, she is. Get her.
Over under 50.
50.
That's a good number.
Yeah.
That's a real good number. They put that sucker up there because they knew better.
I'll take the under.
2 touchdowns by Jacksonville, 4 touchdowns by Green Bay.
I'm sorry, you wanted what by Jacksonville?
He said he wanted the under.
No. He said touchdowns.
Jacksonville scoring 2 touchdowns.
Oh.
Okay, as long as it's Robinson and Shark, I don't care.
Right?
It works for me. Oh, I missed Durkin on this. The Washington football team, at the Lions.
I wish he was here too.
I'm confused. Is Adam trying to act like Harbaugh in the background?
No.
He is relocating.
He's moving to other. We have Ryan with the Lions, Doug with the Lions, Durkin, of course, with the Lions, Sean with the Lions, Schrod's with the Lions, Big D with Washington. So, Mr. Sudbury.
Who do I never bet on the Lions to win. Unless they play the Jets.
It's Washington.
So what? Alex Smith is back. He's going to start. He's going to do Matthew Flynn on their ass.
I'm sorry, what was that?
He's going to do a Matthew Flynn on their ass. He's going to score 7 touchdowns and look like a fucking god. You can put your hands down. Don't even think about it. I am
big time thinking about it.
You can don't look at me.
Yes.
But I am taking the Washington Redskins
7
to win.
touchdowns.
Huh?
7?
I'm exaggerating because I hate the Lions.
So you're taking
but I am taking the Washington Redskins to win. And they'll win probably by about 7 points.
Wow.
I'm going to win by a touchdown. Because Stafford's going to throw an interception. Because that's what he does.
Has Stafford cleared the concussion protocol yet?
I believe so.
He played last week, didn't he?
He got kicked out.
The referee went, "Oh no, come here, son. The bat cave is this way."
They took him out in the fourth quarter.
They took his ass out.
Got an update.
The ref took him out.
I didn't know that.
That's a whole other problem. Because when I saw the initial hit on the play that took him to Batcave, hello, where is that guy in the sky guy who's supposed to call down and go, yo, that dude needs to get out? I mean, they pulled the trigger on everybody else so quick, and they left him in there.
Doug's got a bet on the table.
If Smith throws 7 touchdowns, I'll shave my beard. Suds.
He didn't ask. He didn't ask for anything. So he didn't ask for anything.
These
so go
guys
ahead
gotta
and take the bet.
stop doing one-sided bets.
I'll take the bet. He didn't say I had to do anything. So go ahead.
They're just not
Dumbasses.
understanding that this is supposed to be a two-way thing.
I'm going to have my own Zoom conference to teach people how to make bets.
Yeah.
When you offer something, you should expect something. When you say, hey, I'm going to bet my beard versus your whatever, that's a bet. When you say, I'll shave my beard if he scores 7 touchdowns, that's not a bet.
Right.
That's you being stupid.
So it should be beard for beard.
No.
No. Why would you do that?
You don't get to negotiate his bet for him. He's already put it down. I win. I win no matter what happens.
Suds was the one who said 7 touchdowns.
Yeah, but he didn't ask me for anything, did he? Dumbass.
Settle down, Walter.
Just calm. Yeah.
Listen, that's my cousin. Leave me alone.
Calm down.
Don't make me get that linseed oil out.
Akers.
I could go get Walter from downstairs, man.
Akers, who would you
The funny
like?
part about this is he said the same thing I was saying about Alex Smith. Alex dropped what, 370 yards last week? I'm feeling the same way. I mean, with no, physically speaking, Stafford has not been cleared to play yet, but he probably still will just because it's Matthew Stafford. But Alex Smith, I don't know. I'm curious to see what it is and see if Detroit's D can really hold off Washington. So I'm staying with Washington.
I have my psyche ability says they'll be sending their wide receivers out, flanking out, and the Lions can't cover a running back out of the backfield.
Oh, that McLaren's like finally going to have someone to be able to catch a touchdown for.
Yeah. Can you name the last time the Lions covered a running back out of the backfield successfully? Go ahead.
This is going to be almost like a prison inmate game. The only thing that's almost positive is Washington's defense, which is ranked 4th, and the Lions defense ranked 19th.
And you did, and I tell you what, if I'm the Redskins, I say I'll pay your fine. Hit that motherfucker right in the head.
Doug said Gibson.
Are you Greg Williams now?
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Bounty Gate 101.
So, Akers, is that your final answer? This isn't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I was being facetious.
Sure, I thought I'd pull the audience real quick. Yeah, take a Washington.
Zolt.
Jump on the Washington bandwagon, son.
Give me Detroit.
He said Lions.
You of N people.
They're all the same.
Adam.
Washington couldn't even beat the Giants. Give me Detroit.
But Alex Smith wasn't there.
I was going to say.
He was there. He wasn't good enough to play.
All right, so figuratively speaking, that we're talking about it. If Alex Smith actually stays like he's doing right now, do you see Haskins getting traded somewhere else?
No.
This is the
No,
NFL,
but I
man.
see Alex
Nobody
Smith
gets
getting a big
traded.
contract.
They try to trade him and then waive him.
They'll wait. Yeah,
I mean, I guess the new saying is keep talking shit or not doing what you're supposed to do. I'll trade you to Washington or, sorry, the Jets.
You know, people forget that Alex Smith was one of the more successful quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah.
He was one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL the last 2 years before he got injured.
All he needs to do is win 2 games, and he's back in first place in the division.
Coin tossing. Heads is Washington. Tails
is who plays Detroit.
Damn.
How are we looking at this? Wait a minute. The Redskin logo on the side of the helmet, or the Lions have a tail? I mean, are you? Is that how you just literally logically said this to yourself?
Washington has just the helmet, so their heads, and Lions have tails, so and it came up tails.
Was that a penny that you flipped? I'm just saying.
No, that was a quarter.
I would go best 2 out of 3 if I was you.
Should I? Or
You really
go to another quarter?
Lost the quarter.
Throw that quarter away. Yeah,
Oh,
obviously
shit.
it's bad luck.
Yeah, well, guess what? The other quarter came up tails too.
Oh, now you're definitely losing now.
It is destiny, George.
2 out of 3. And the 2 out of 3 even said.
Are you
tails.
sure you didn't just say tails on a double-headed coin?
No,
You might want to check.
I did. Oh Lord. All right. Next up, I guess. Well, it's going to be interesting. Needless to say, it's in Cleveland, so.
Oh hell, here we go.
This is going to be off the wall. The Houston Texans at the Browns. Suds, I got a new running back for you to pick up this week, by the way. You could pick up Duke Johnson.
Yeah, you could.
I could, but I'm not.
Why is he starting?
Yes.
David Johnson's out.
David Johnson is out. So Duke Johnson is starting against Cleveland this week.
Which means he'll go off for about 200 yards.
You bet your ass he's going to.
No, you've convinced me.
But
200 yards and a couple of touchdowns. It's pretty much a given.
Baker has been cleared. Chubb
So-
isn't off the IR yet.
You know, it's the Sudbury running back pick of the week. It would be this game. So Doug took the Texans, Ryan took the Browns, Big D, Sean took the Browns, Shrods took the Browns. Mr. Zolt.
Yeah, give me the Brownies.
Wow.
Now, when we get the picks here, at
Doug.
some point we need to discuss that deal that went down in whatever league that was.
You talking about Clint's?
Yeah,
In the MIA.
That was actually a good one. I was literally speaking of those 2 people.
it was something.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just curious. His timing of trading Hunt right when Chubb's coming back and getting maximum value.
That's the best thing.
That's how you do it. That is definitely how you do it.
What was the trade exactly?
Fuller and Reed.
Yeah.
He wanted a receiver or tight end. But here's the thing. In order for
Waylon had to give up
blanks
somebody to do
to
it.
give up somebody, he had to drop somebody because he had Jordan Reed on the IR. So he wasn't
He had to
able to
bring
make
him back.
movements on the team. So we had to pull Jordan Reed off. So he had to let go of 2 people.
Yep. As I was like, hey, yeah, you can't trade somebody from the IR and you have to bring them back or you can't make adjustments on your roster. The NFL software does not like that. Nor does the real rules for that matter.
I'm just looking at it. I was just looking at his Kareem Hunt and yeah, he's been
it's
really good while Chubb's out.
It's still,
Chubb
but it still is split backfield. I mean,
It is still a split, but that just means you traded a running back by committee for a wide receiver that is currently scoring top 10 in your league and a tight end.
who
A backup tight end, which is
who probably won't see a whole lot.
Agreed. It was definitely a throw-in.
It was just kind of like here. It's
By the way, Duke Johnson has been added onto my team,
Of course he has.
and I'm playing him
of both
in both leagues.
Yeah. All right.
Now, if you really think about this, George, if you think about it,
so I can
he ends
put
up-
you down for the Texans, correct?
oh no, I'm taking Cleveland.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. What was that?
I know. I was hoping that you were not. I when you first said it to the Cleveland game, I gave like a sigh. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna catch shit for this one. Yes, I'm going
but
to take.
at the same time, it's
Cleveland Browns.
completely different who you think is going to win and who you think is going to have fantasy production.
Oh,
two completely different stories.
But I'm a Cleveland hater, though.
But
I understand.
Yeah, which
you don't gotta like it.
Right.
I know. That's the worst part. I mean, that's like fuck. I gotta take him. I mean,
I'm checking for my heart here because I think it's.
Hey, listen. So at some point in time, the Lions in their future are going to play the Jets, and I'll take the Lions.
Okay.
It's going to happen at some point in time. So at some point in time, there's going to be like an 0-14 team, and the Lions are going to play them, and I'm going to have to take the Lions. It'll happen. I don't know if I'll be alive.
Gonna be a sad day.
Yeah, there might be a tear coming down.
Yeah.
But then they'll go the following week and get their ass kicked by an 0-12 team.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or a 2-12 team, excuse me. Either way, the Lions will always be the Lions. The Browns will always be the Browns.
Doug, you needed to move a lot quicker.
That's what I was saying. I was laughing because once you said that, he posted it.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Doug, you better be a little quicker on the trigger there, man.
Oh, he tried to get Duke Johnson.
Because I need an effing running back.
You were down to your dugout going like this,
it's
making
like,
that pickup real quick. I'm like, Doug, you're about to move him right now.
Doug scooping him. It's like, hello, Doug, you should have already picked him up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
See, if he would have been live with us, then he would have saw me doing it.
Akers. Browns or Texans?
Justin Tucker.
Doesn't he play for the Ravens?
Well, that's because he's obsessed with Tucker.
What are you doing?
They're the only person who's probably going to rushing out of the backfield in Houston is probably going to be Watson. And Cleveland's D is probably going to shut him down this week. So, yeah.
Adam.
Normally I don't take them, but I'm actually going to go with the Brownies this week.
Okay.
So who ended up taking the Texans?
Dougie's lone wolf in it.
That's what I thought.
Only he had the running back to go along with it.
Oh, boo.
Oh, wow. Oh.
That's funny.
I'm damn near dead last anyways. I might as well talk shit.
I don't want to. Okay, the Jekyll and Hyde Buccaneers at the Panthers.
Now this
is confusing.
This is one of those where you go, what do I do with this?
I mean I wanted to purposely bring this game up. Where the hell? Wrong screen. I needed to bring up this schedule.
Doug, you're on an island without coconuts. I'm just saying. If Cleveland loses this game, we've got major problems. Wait a minute. If Houston wins that game, Houston's going to have major problems.
Tom Brady, 22 for 38 for 209 yards and 3 interceptions against a Saints defense that is.
Those Lattimore.
It's like they were putting on a clinic, which never usually happens when it's the Saints, because usually a guy just slides by and leads the opposing team into the playoffs. But enough about Stefon Diggs. So yeah, I mean, it was kind of sad that, Leonard Fournette was the highest targeted guy, 6 receptions, 6 for 6 for 41 yards. Evans only got 64 yards, 4 receptions. Here's my favorite one. Gronk, 1 reception, 2 yards, targeted 6 times.
How about that new receiver?
What new receiver? Antonio Brown? 3 for 31 out of 5 targets. Yeah, that was an exciting freaking debut, wasn't it? Evans, Fournette, Godwin, Gronk, all targeted 6 times. Brown 5 times. Even Ronald Jones 4 times and Scott Miller 3. Hell, Tyler Johnson.
He doesn't pass the ball around.
The rookie, Tyler Johnson, even got 1 catch for 11 yards on a slot play.
Brady's always been known for spreading the ball around.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like he gives everybody equal shot. It's your chance. Once you touch that ball and you catch it, it's yours. You do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you, if I throw you the fucking ball, you better do something with it. That's all I gotta say.
Here's my problem. Guess how many times they rushed the ball in this game?
It was only 6, wasn't it?
5.
Okay, I was off by 1.
The lowest in NFL history for rushing attempts in a game.
And they
Only
say that
5. 3 for 9 out of Ronald Jones. Fournette got back to the goal line, and Blaine Gabbert got sacked.
I think there was a stat that I read too somewhere where there was like when you look at the lowest carries in a game, I think they said Brady has 2 of the games now.
Well, to only have 8 total yards rushing, you totally basically, and I mean, it boggles the imagination that Bruce Arians would sit there and go, we're not going to run the ball.
Well, you're playing catch up.
Well, even that game
started the game.
Well, that's the thing. The game got out of hand quick, but at the same time, you have to keep the defense honest.
Yes, and
if you're running the ball 5 friggin' times, you're not keeping the defense honest, and it's going to severely, hamper your passing game.
And Tom Brady's been known to take over. He takes control over games, and he does the checkdowns. So who's making this call? Is it Tom making the call, or is it
Brady audibled 80% of the plays? Watching the play.
Let's not put it on the head coach of Tampa Bay. Let's put it down on Tom. He's the one who audibles. He's the one who checks out of plays. He got played for a sucker versus the Saints.
This isn't unnecessary roughness, though. I mean, it's real simple. When it's not working, and especially by halftime, if it's not working, you need to be listening to the head coach. I'm sorry, but right now, this is proving is that Tom Brady isn't the GOAT, but he's going to be, he isn't a GOAT of a different color, because all he's going to be doing is right now, he's just putting his career right into the crapper. It's like, he was fantastic for years. Yeah. But then once you go to that other team, hey, Joe Montana went to the other team, but he did okay. He did pretty damn good with the Chiefs. Right now, this isn't looking pretty good for Tom Brady.
I don't think this takes anything away from Tom Brady's career. Nothing.
Really?
Absolutely nothing. We're talking about a shit game. And yeah, he's had a couple of them this year. You know what? He had a couple of them last year too. We still talked about him as the GOAT.
If it wasn't for a little hole in the wall in the Chargers game, they're really looking pretty crappy.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah. It's a completely different team for what he was on. Absolutely.
But again, was it the system?
It's always the system, and it's always the quarterback. There is no separating the two.
I could disagree with that. I can totally disagree with that.
Just so we recognize what George is calling a shit season, Tom Brady has completed 226 of his passes out of 346 attempts for a 65% passer rating, which is not shit.
Actually, it is.
He's
that's not shit, but it's not great.
It's not.
He's already passed for almost 2,400 yards after nine. I don't think that's shit either.
Well,
we're not
done yet, and we're not done yet either.
20 touchdowns.
And we're not done yet either.
No, so he'll end up at.
There's still plenty of time to be shit.
Right, he's got
lots of time to be shit,
and lots of time to be great.
And my point was, nothing has happened to tarnish the legacy of Tom Brady that hadn't already happened prior to this season.
And he's not having a horrible season.
No, it's just he's having some bad games here and there. There's no doubt about that.
He's got potential to throw for over 4,000 yards.
Which is actually pretty much about a norm.
He's got potential to approach 5. Probably not. It's probably going to settle around 45, 46. But still.
I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at the schedule here. The last 4 games, you got Atlanta twice, Detroit, and Minnesota in your last 4 games. I mean, the lowest rated defense out of that is 23rd. So, yeah. I mean, other than that, I mean, he's got Kansas City's probably his next toughest game.
I think the Rams would too.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I didn't see that it was hidden under my phone. When I scrolled up, I saw the Rams. I'm like, oh shit!
The Rams could be in there too. It's going to be real interesting, especially that Lions-Falcons combo. That could either be an excellent slide through the season, or it could be a debacle. Because either which way, with the new the new accepted layout, now going to 16 teams for the playoffs.
This year?
If the season should be cut anywhere, the season playoffs will be expanded to 16 teams from the 14. That got decided.
Browns got a shot.
Did you just say the Jets got a shot?
He said the Browns. He said the Browns have a shot.
Oh, are you kidding? At this rate, the Bengals have a shot.
Ooh, does that mean that we could actually have 2 NFC East teams make it? Nah, probably not.
Oh God, let's not. Oh Jesus, I hope not.
No, I don't think we have any fear of that.
Yeah, I think that means at that point we'd have all 4 NFC West teams make it.
Yeah, that would be extremely scary. That would be very scary.
God damn! Did you actually ever look at the plays that was done in the Saints game and the Buccaneers game?
No, Coach Gruden, we didn't fucking sit here and watch film.
That was good.
He's not Coach Gruden. He's actually covering his nose.
7 times having the possession of the football for the Buccaneers, they were 3 and out.
Because they never ran the ball.
Ran the ball or no ran the ball. I mean,
like Zolt said, you got to keep the defense honest. You have to keep a running game established. You have to.
They only had 2 times of the possession having 8 plays or more. And the one they had that scored was 7 plays just for 45 yards.
Gabriel's team could probably turn around and whooped on that game.
So this is going to be the question about What are
Those motherfuckers are beasts.
this is going to question Carolina and Tampa Bay right now because the fact of Carolina has a chance to get back in the hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Well, don't forget McCaffrey's out again. He's gonna be out for a couple weeks.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, he's week to week.
And that was one hell of a catch too, by the way. I caught some of the game and it was like he just reached up and that ball I thought for sure was overthrown. And he
Dude, that was a hell of a game. I
grabbed that thing. I was like, whoa, are you kidding me?
just from what I understand too, like I couldn't tell, but was that
And
kicker even close on making that field goal at the end? I know it
Oh
was
no.
wide right, but did he have the distance?
Oh, the distance was so there. The distance
That's what I thought.
all there.
Because it was like what, a 67-yarder?
Yeah. He just shanked it. He shanked it right. But boy, he not only did he have the distance for the 67, he put it straight into the back wall, which is another 10 yards back. He would have nailed it for
Jesus.
70 easily.
God, that would have been nice to see them upset Kansas City.
Yeah, it was easily obtainable. And I mean, because he punched it and he punched it hard. It didn't hit the ground. It hit the back wall and then hit the ground.
Well, it was one of those things like once they realized it was wide right, they're just like, ah, fuck it. We know they didn't make it, so they panned away. And I'm like, I think that motherfucker had the distance.
No, he did. No, they showed it on the live feed. They showed it. It's like he went all the way, and they said he definitely had it. He totally had it.
It was actually a really good game. I didn't expect it to be that close.
Chipper.
Not really. Steelers hardly run the ball. We're not in. Oh my God. Welcome to the show, Chip. Oh man. Okay. Since we've done all the digression, Shrods is going with the Bucks. Big D and Sean also are. Doug's picking Panthers. Burrich went Bucks. Zolt, I'm gonna go to you first for a little bit more analysis. Any final analysis on this?
It should be a really friggin' good game to watch. With McCaffrey out, I mean, Davis wasn't a slouch while McCaffrey was out before. So it's, yeah, you take a hit there, but still, I mean, Mike Davis he can play. And I mean, the Panthers, I mean, they were right in there against both the Chiefs and the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
And yet for some reason I'm taking the Bucks.
All that for nothing.
That's the best analysis I can give you.
That nice little swerve there.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know what, this might be because I traded for Brady. This might be. Please let this be the Bucks.
He'll be driving by a few churches and synagogues.
Yeah, maybe.
Be praying to the U of M gods.
No, they have forsaken us.
They did that the day they hired Harbaugh.
Well, but Brady predates Harbaugh, so you'd be going.
Well,
it'll be 2020 BH.
I was going to
before
say
Harbaugh.
Does he predate him
or Brady Harbaugh?
Because Harbaugh played for U of M first before Brady played, and
oh fuck, that's right.
Yeah, sorry, had to get you with the
Sorry,
but
his playing days no longer exist because his coaching style sucks so fucking bad.
See what the Colts can do to you.
God. Adam, who would you like in this debacle?
Where's it at?
It's
Carolina.
in Carolina.
Fuck it, give me the Panthers. Sorry, Doug, I didn't mean to step on your toes for a whoop there, but
Suds?
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers. Brady, I don't believe. When's the last time Brady's lost 2 games in a row?
2 bad games in a row.
Hang on. Let me go back to last year. Akers, who would you like?
Oh man. I would say if McCaffrey was playing, I'd probably ride with the Panthers just because I can see him running all over. The problem is Davis is, like you just said, no slouch either, but I don't see Tom Brady allowing a back-to-back week ass whooping like this. I'm just don't seeing it.
Nobody said it was going to be an ass whooping. I just said it was going to be a loss.
I was going to say, I also took the Panthers.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Hey, we don't have Durkin's picks yet. You never
This is
know.
true.
What he'd do.
Well, you're pretty close.
I guess I'm staying with Tom. There's literally a part of me that Carolina is a strong team to actually beat them. But without McCaffrey, I don't think there's like that force that'll help them do with it.
Yeah, but don't forget they've been using Curtis Samuel out of the backfield too, and it's been working.
Yep.
Yeah.
And don't forget about Robinson too. So,
But let's talk about the defense corners there on Carolina. Are they strong enough to stop the 40 fucking passes?
Probably not.
Like you said, it'll be a track meet.
You know, Drew Brees threw the same amount of passes that the whole damn team had for the Bucks last week.
Zolt, what's our over/under on this?
Hold 1 second.
45?
No, it's higher than that.
I was gonna say it should be higher.
Come on, bring that up.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
50 and a half.
50.5.
Yep.
There we go. Now there's an
I was
over/under.
thinking
Another
55. I was thinking 55.
50.5. I'll
take
still
the
take the over.
I'll take the over too.
I'll take the over.
Because I just don't understand. Like both defenses just don't want to play up to par right now.
Well, you pointed out why though.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like
No, you
I
said
know what Tampa Bay is going to do, but the problem is Carolina has weapons on both sides, receiving and rushing.
But the point is that you pointed out why Tampa Bay is because let's take just last week. You just said out of 7 possessions, they were 4 and out on what? You say 3 or 4 of them? Huh?
3 now.
They were 3
and out on 4 of them, 4 of those possessions, right? Out of 7?
Yeah.
I mean,
one of the possessions that the Saints had fumbled it on their 45 and still got them to punt the ball.
That's pretty sad. Well,
your defense never leaves the field. It's hard to play.
I know. I guess they say in order to beat Tampa, you only can give Brady 40 plays. I'm just saying.
Well, that's always been the way to beat him. Keep him off the field, right?
Keep him off the field. You keep him off the field, and he can't throw bombs. Well, I mean, if you let him throw it, you can pick him off. Sadly, actually, I thought it was Lattimore that intercepted him. It was actually Malcolm Jenkins who I was thinking of. That Lattimore is the killer for the Bucks. You know, when Jameson was there, Lattimore made a living off of Jameson. He only intercepted him 6 times. Well, with Jameson on the Saints side, Jameson can't throw a touch or interception to Lattimore no more.
All right. Next game up. I'm betting the farm. This one's on national TV because everybody wants to see this game. Chargers at Dolphins.
Yep.
Herbert versus Tua.
Tuna. His name is Tuna.
So,
Hold it. I'll be right back.
here it's.
No hurries.
What is the Dolphins' record with Tuna at quarterback now?
2-0.
Oh,
Yeah.
my jersey's looking better and better every day. Hey.
I'm not disagreeing with you, sir. Not by a long shot. And
Like motherfuckers give me a free jersey. The guy starts and goes 2-0.
well, you know, it happens. It happens. So,
Blind chicken.
yeah. Suds.
Well,
Who would you like?
I'm going to go ahead with the chicken. And he's going to cluck one more time. I don't know if they figured his ass out yet or not. It's probably going to take a little while, just like everybody else. So, you get the running quarterback. They look really, really good for several games before they figure their asses out and shut them down. So I'm going to go ahead and take the tuna.
Yeah, I'm with you. Shrods is also with you. Big D and Sean took Chargers. Burrich and Doug took Chargers. Adam.
As much as I hate to agree with Suns, I'm going to go with the fish.
Why do you hate to agree with me? I'm usually right.
Sounds like the right thing to say.
Huh?
Mr. Zolt.
Right now, okay, I can't figure out the Chargers right now. I feel they should be playing better than they are for some reason, but they're not playing good.
Well, no, the situation is they are playing. I mean, Herbert and they're playing well. I mean, you're getting literally, you got burned on the Broncos on a tiptoe play. I mean, and then you don't get the tiptoe play the next week. It's kind of sucks. But I mean, they're playing better than what their record says they are.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, like Suds already mentioned, it's like, we can't figure the Dolphins out right now because nobody can figure the Dolphins out right now because everything is new.
It's like when they did the Wildcat back in the day. It took them an entire season to figure it out. And in the following season, nobody could run the Wildcat again.
Right. That's actually a great example. And it goes back to you have to keep changing because if you keep doing the same thing,
Lamar Jackson. What did I tell you? I'm going to harp on it. What I tell you about Lamar Jackson? You get to what was running quarterbacks, an inaccurate quarterback. You give a season or two, and all of a sudden they figure you out, or you take that hit in that chest, and you ain't the same. Well, here we are. We're in season. Isn't this season 3 for Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how much he played that first season.
But it's still season 3 though.
On and off.
We're seeing the fruits of that, where he's taken a lot of hits. He's too confident in his legs and not confident in his arms. They figure he's Michael Vick and Michael Vick all over again.
The funny thing is the Chargers at Dolphin, if this turns out to be an extremely good game that I'm really hoping it is, I mean, it's almost kind of like watching, pardon the wrestling ordeal, but watching AJ Styles and John Cena keep going. I mean, I could watch that all day. So keeping fingers crossed, I'm really hoping for a great game here.
I may send you back that jersey and have you sell
it. Any numbers on this?
Well,
I mean, the other one I could put out there, which not a whole lot of people would know about, is Alistair Black and Murphy. Those two guys are they put on a clinic when they're doing their.
I would have gone with Kenny Omega and the guy whose name I can't pronounce, but back in New Japan. But yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, no, I know who you're talking about, and yes, I agree with you on that one too. Yeah. Yes, I could watch that.
Where's the Orange Cassidy love at?
Really?
No Orange Cassidy love?
Really?
It's hilarious.
Oh, not after disappointing me in the last time I picked him. I don't think so.
Back to topic.
Get back to football.
Yeah. So, what kind of number?
Let me go with the fish also. What the hell?
What's the numbers on this bad boy?
Over under is only 48.5. Spread is 2.5 to Miami. Sorry, Miami by 2.5. Let me phrase that correctly.
So
it's in Miami, if I remember right.
It is.
Yep. Yeah.
So there's your 2.5.
They're expecting the good solid game too.
Yep.
But now, George, are you expecting a good solid game because you want to see your card prices go up through the roof too?
Oh no, because I mean, if it's a great solid game and there's some serious scoring involved, then the cards go through the roof.
I was thinking about sending you back that jersey. Have you go sell it for me?
Only if it's autographed. Sorry about your luck.
Damn.
Only if it was autographed.
And no lie, I did happen to pick up Tua in a league. Just because of last week, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm very curious.
I happened to notice that, by the way.
Yeah.
I happened to know. I was totally shocked. I went, huh. Okay.
It was very much a, well, can you do it again?
And this is where I wish that you and I were playing against each other, because I put Herbert in.
Yeah.
And that would have been pretty impressive to watch. It would have been impressive to watch. So, Mr. Akers, I killed enough time for you.
I know. I had to.
Chargers
I was
at
the campfire for some reason. I'm like, no, that motherfucker was out, but I had to go make sure just in case.
Chargers.
There you go again. Now you're not even typing it. You're just going with the middle of the story.
I figured the whole.
What's your excuse now?
Smell in the air.
You know,
I smelled the campfire and I had to go check it out.
okay. Anyways, Chargers at Dolphins.
I don't see Miami winning.
Half of the crew, it's half and half right now.
I know. What am I? Split decision?
Well, outside of Durkin, yes.
Staying with my light switch.
Okay, you make it even at 5-5.
You
Okay.
just said it was half and half, and I made a choice.
Because I knew you were going to go Chargers. That's why. I just knew.
I figured that's what you were trying to. Were you guys all gambling? I was going to say.
No, I just had the funny feeling I just knew that one.
I will say this. Maybe I'm remembering 2 weeks ago, because since I was absent last week, but weren't we complaining about the lack of late games?
No.
You mean that there weren't enough?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We seem to have fixed that.
I was going to bring that up.
Okay.
In a minute. Yeah. But they balanced it out for some weird reason.
They
don't know
did.
Why? Maybe because all the 4:00 games were sucking so bad.
Have they actually figured out the COVID situation? Because there for a minute, every other game was suspended, moved, and now all of a sudden they have everything set and nobody's moving.
Because the NFL tightened up on the protocols and everybody has to wear a mask now on the field when they're not playing.
You know what? If they really want to make this COVID more harsh, don't take around 6-round draft picks. Take away the second-round draft pick.
Take away the first.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You take away the
You
first.
have a first?
You know, if you really want to be a little lenient, you take away the second. A 6th-round draft pick, seriously?
Hold on. That's not all they did, though. They also took away $1.5 million.
Yeah.
And a 6th-round pick.
You want that to get it back. But a 6th-round draft pick? Come on now. A lot of guys trade their 6th rounds just so they can leave the hotel.
Yeah, but that is like firing a shot over the bow. That's the warning shot. I'm going to take a 6th round from you, and I'm going to take $1.5 million out your ass. Go ahead and do it again and see what happens.
Good question, Chipper. Since the Masters is on CBS, are all the games on Fox? That's a good question. I don't know. I did not.
No one cares about.
All the 1:00 games are Fox, and 3 of the afternoon shows CBS, and the rest are Fox. Yes.
All the teams in the Midwest except Miami.
So the only things that would be CBS would actually be the Chargers at the Dolphins. Oh, that'd be a kick in the nards. Good question, Chipper.
A 405 game just because of the Chargers.
Good question. Well, we've got 3 405s and 3 425s, so that's a good question, though. But yeah.
Well, the Chargers can't be home because the Rams are home.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
So they're really hoping that the Masters.
Who's that home field
They're
advantage?
hoping by the Masters is over by.
Yeah, they're hoping it does. I'm trying to think what the terminology is for golf. Extra holes.
That's what she said.
Playoff. Playoff.
Playoff.
Yeah, the playoff holes. Yeah,
I do like how they do it. It's a random hole.
Yeah.
It's not the 18th hole replayed again. It is a random hole. And I heard before that it's mostly between the holes they didn't play well on.
Well,
Really?
No,
That's what she
what they do is it's always off of whatever the back nine is.
Yes.
And usually your holes are 15, 16, or 17, and it's a draw. That's what they do.
Oh, there's
It'll be 15, 16, or 17, and it's a draw.
There's no draw.
There's a draw. It's a draw.
Just like Pictionary.
Can't draw a coat. You get a sleeve. You get a sleeve. I just want the pocket.
Okay, next up. The Broncos at the Raiders. And does anybody really, this is one game I'm really hoping doesn't even make it to the airwaves on my side of the planet.
Which it will, because you won't want it to.
No, everybody wants to see the rookies go at it. So, ugh. I don't even know what to do here. I just
You got a coin, flip it.
I was gonna say I don't even know who to claim as what.
Are you doing heads because the Raiders are the symbol, and the tails because there's on a Cole Bronco?
Broncos got a tail.
Yep. Son of a, you gotta be.
I'm guessing that's tails.
No, screw that. I'm going Raiders.
You can't flip and ignore the flip.
Oh bullshit! Watch this.
Can't triple sample double
In the
stamp.
Death Star. They are playing in the Death Star. I'm going with the Raiders.
They're playing in the Roomba.
Screw it.
Yeah. Oversized Roomba.
The iRobot. Suds.
I'm taking the Raiders.
Adam.
The Raiders.
Akers.
Just to piss off Doug. I think we should all just take the Raiders.
Zolt.
Yeah. I mean, the Broncos have been playing okay. I mean, they're staying in games. They're just not finishing. Yeah, give me the Raiders.
Yeah, I was gonna say tell Herbert that. Just another kick in the nuts to him.
Yeah.
Next up, here's a fun one. Buffalo Bills at the Cards.
That should be a fun one.
Rods has taken the Cards. Everybody else took the Bills. Adam.
It's in Arizona.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where the
Okay,
Cards
yeah.
lost to the Lions.
And the Dolphins.
And the Dolphins.
But I'm just wondering if, like, how Seattle got affected by that trip going up to Buffalo, if Buffalo coming out to the West Coast is going to affect them as well. Kind of thing. Damn it. This is all right, George, flip the coin.
Ooh. What's what?
Buffalo's got a tail.
So does a Cardinal.
Buffalo's got the bigger head, though.
Okay, Buffalo's. All right, Buffalo's the heads.
Buffalo has a tail?
Yes.
Buffalo have a tail. Yeah, genius.
I don't feel Buffalo's ass, so I don't know.
She
Hey,
came
the
up
running
tails.
back for the Panthers. What's his first name? Davis. His first name.
Mike.
Mike.
Mike Davis.
He's already taken.
He's already.
Yeah,
taken.
I was gonna say he's
That's
on
not-
somebody's roster.
No. That's somebody else was
Okay.
asking me.
Okay.
What it come up as, George?
It came up tails.
Some Cardinals it is, then.
So the Cards it is. I will italicize it, making known that it was a coin toss. Suds. You still can't do it with a straight face. I see you trying. You're gonna have to bite
not
your lip.
taking the Cardinals.
You're gonna have to bite your lip and bleed.
I'm not taking the Cardinals. I refuse to say the other team.
Akers.
Come on, Mel Kiper. What do you got?
Buffalo. Josh Allen's actually been doing really well last 3 weeks.
He's also due for a bad week.
Shut up. Zolt.
Yeah, but Arizona's got nothing to win for.
I really actually want to see these two teams go against each other. I'm really curious as to how this is going to go.
Yeah, they put 2 great games on at 4 o'clock. It's like they could have put one of these at 1 o'clock. It would have made our lives a lot happier.
I actually think, obviously, leaving fans out of the equation, I actually do think the road travel is going to be a thing. Buffalo to Arizona. So I'll take the Cards.
Okay.
Wow.
You almost wish I could have flexed this game to the Sunday night game.
Yeah, I kind of do.
Actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing this.
Or even the rookie game. The rookie game put that.
Because the Ravens and Patriots thing is like, boy, if we could flip those, that would be fantastic.
You could put the Ravens and Patriots
I'm actually
on at 9 o'clock in the morning because nobody has to watch it.
I'm actually surprised they did not flex the Chargers and Dolphins when they saw that coming up this week. Very surprised they didn't.
Well, yeah, we're at that point in the year where they can do that, can't they? Isn't it like after
I was going to say, how far in advance is it?
7.
Just
they only need 7? Yeah,
7 days.
And knowing already that they were going to have Tua to be able to play,
Son of a gun.
I'm surprised.
Looking at our NFL league here, the games that are posted for them to watch: Buffalo and Arizona, or Cincy and Pittsburgh.
Whatever.
The Miami game is not on there.
Crap. Well, no shit. I said
Stevie Wonder make that list?
We would not get it. I know we wouldn't get it.
Why wouldn't we get it? We're on the East Coast.
Just because they wouldn't give it to us because we're northern East Coast.
You will definitely get Cincy Steelers.
Oh yeah, we would totally get Cincy Steelers all day long.
That's your
They're
ballpark.
gonna go, you're getting Cincinnati and Pittsburgh because that's your region and you will like it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I can change my zip code.
Yeah, I know.
I'm now in Florida.
Next up, the invisible football team at the Saints. Would anybody care to turn around and go with the invisible football team formerly known as the 49ers?
They are not invisible. They just happen to, be guys that wandered in off the street and they threw jerseys on them. No, Saints. Give me Saints. I want no part of that team.
Yeah, that's just ugly.
Once again, another team. If you're the third string, this is your time to start making a paycheck.
Third. You mean fourth and fifth?
The practice squad.
I was gonna say practice squad guys are coming up.
Who the hell was that kid that came out? What was it, that James or something or whatever that had 170 some yards receiving Thursday night?
Oh, hang on. I got his rookie card over here too. The Haystick. Yeah.
Is it Jermichael Hasty?
Haystick.
No, the wide receiver.
Oh, okay, all right.
Of the wide receiver? That was damn it. Close that.
Richie James or something, or Ricky James or Richie.
Yeah, Bobby.
I was about to go to Rick James, so
I was gonna say that's better than Ricky Bobby. I mean, come on.
I was about to say too, but I had to go Ricky Bobby. Shake and bake.
It is. Come on.
I want to say it's Richie.
Yes, it's Richie James. As Suds goes quickly swiping through. It was all garbage time, so don't bother. Unless you really have a hard on to get a wide receiver. But it was all
right. Time. It's the running backs I have issues with now.
But yeah, I mean, Ross Dwelly, Richie James, River, and I'm not making this one up. Suds, this one's up your alley. River Craycraft.
That's not that bad. We've had River Phoenix.
Interesting.
River is not that bad or hey, listen, you can pronounce it, you can read it.
Because it's Rivercraft.
Ha ha, Rivercraft. I get it. My bad. Is he from Niagara Falls?
Forget it. You were too late.
Too late? Yeah. My bad.
Moving.
Or Mississippi.
I didn't know. Do you want numbers from that one?
Yes, I do. I would like to see that.
Why the hell not?
Saints favored by 9.
What? 9?
9.
It?
That is it.
They plan on benching Breeze in the second half anyways.
I was just going to say, maybe they plan on playing Taysom Hill in the whole second half then.
Over under is only 49.
Yes, because the Saints are going to beat them 49-0.
I was going to say, yeah, the shutout should pretty much be about that.
And it's moved. It started off at 51.5, and now it has dropped all the way down to 49. And that's actually a pretty big move for an over-under.
Yes, it is. Yeah, Doug, I agree. Only 9? Yeah.
Yes, because the second and third stringers are going in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but when you've got a 46, 47 nothing lead, I mean, 9? I fully expected a much larger. I mean, the Saints could give them 21. Probably.
Nobody gets that points, and they never get that many points in the NFL.
No, they'd lose their shirts.
Yeah, I've never seen a spread higher than 14.
Well, no, we just had 19 a couple of weeks ago.
Who was that? I can't remember.
Against the Jets.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Kansas City, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say it was Chiefs Jets, wasn't it?
Chiefs Jets.
Well, okay, now I understand why I was mistaken. I get it now. I should have thought about that. My first thought should have been, oh, wait, who does the Jets play this year? That should have been my thought. My bad. Sorry, folks.
It's all right.
So I'm assuming everybody is good with the Saints.
This is going to be an ass whooping.
Sorry, there's the comment from Chipper. Taysom Hill will have more passing yards than Breeze. Damn.
Actually, no. What it should read, actually, Chipper, you're not off by much. It should say Taysom will have more rushing yards than Breeze will in passing yards. That's what you should say.
Hill had more rushing yards last week than their actual running back.
What?
Put the drink down.
Taysom Hill had the most rushing yards last week for the Saints. Isn't that what you literally just fucking said? That you'll have more rushing yards than the actual team?
No.
He said he would have more rushing yards than Breeze will have passing yards.
Passing yards. That's what I said.
All right.
Come back to earth there, Akers.
Anyways, moving right along. Seahawks in SoFi against the Rams. The Seahawks take a little trip down the 101. And we have Big D taking the Rams. Sean's going with the Hawks. Shrods wants the Hawks. Doug and Ryan also take the Hawks. Adam?
All of a sudden, everybody's jumping on the Hawks bandwagon.
Well, not Big D. He's sticking with the Rams. This is kind of one of those weird trap game situations, maybe, especially after the Seahawks just got a ass whooping by Buffalo. 44-34 last week. So it begs the interesting question, especially at the trade deadline. The Seahawks traded for a little extra beef on that defensive line, and it looked like a no-show. But then again, the Buffalo defense also looked like a no-show. So, Zolt, if you don't mind looking up some numbers, because something tells me that I would definitely take the over on this one, boys and girls, because I got a sneaky suspicion that this could be a sprint, massive sprint.
Well, it's by far the highest over-under that we've seen this week. It's 55.5. And really, they don't get much higher than that.
Oh. Okay, I'll still take the over. 55.5. Yeah.
I could see a 32-35 game.
Yeah.
Oh, I could see 40s. I mean, if the Seattle Buffalo went 44-34, that's 78 right there. I could totally see both in the 40s on this one. Adam, who would you like?
I don't see Russell having another bad game, so give me the Sea Chickens.
Zolt, who do you like?
I'm gonna steal a quote. The Seahawks have Russell Wilson, and I just love the way this is phrased. Their defense is historically generous. That's one way of getting around calling them bad. But
which is weird to think about how many years ago they had the Legion of Boom and everything else, and now they're bad.
I think I'm gonna actually go with the Rams. I would take the over, and I'm really seriously considering starting Goff.
Oh, shoot! Start all the offensive weapons you want out of this.
Do you even dare start a defense in this game?
No. Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
No.
Not even if you have individual defensive guys,
right?
You bench them in this game. You do not start them.
I was gonna say, if you have like the Rams D and you decide to start them, this is the game that Metcalf's gonna have like 250 yards and 4 touchdowns.
I need like, to be Lockett.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
and then Lockett has 201.
Yeah. And then you get DJ Dallas going for a few after Carson's had a few. You know, hey, everybody gets in on the act.
Yeah, I had the Rams defense in the red line league. I'm like, I saw the Seahawks come up. I'm like, nope, drop.
I'd like to point out what he said about, Russell Wilson and then how they had the Legion of Boom. I brought this up before. Here we go again with overpaying quarterbacks. I'm not saying Wilson's overpaid, but he's high priced to say the least. And when you pay that kind of money for these guys, you're going to be hurting in other spots. The Legion of Boom disappeared because they could not afford to pay all those guys because you had to overpay Wilson to keep him.
Richard Sherman wanted big time money, and
and you couldn't give it to him because
getting his ass kicked as a 49er. So sorry, no, they turned around and they got rid of the garbage. It's kind of like Bill Belichick. You know what garbage you're getting rid of, and no, they made the right move by not.
He wasn't the only one of Legion of Boom, though.
Richard Sherman. What's that?
He wasn't the only member of the Legion of Boom.
No,
that didn't get to stick around.
But both guys who wanted the overpriced money, neither one of them panned out. So the Legion of Boom, again, unfortunately, the other problem was defensive coordinator left 3 years ago. You got a totally different defensive coordinator, different system, different philosophy. Your defense is totally changed. Right now, guess what? I think the current DC's on his way out the door too. After this year, I wouldn't be surprised. And oh, by the way, the Seahawks have $21 million in cap. They could spend some money. Chipper said the kickers will probably get the day off. How do you think? Do you mean the punters? Yes.
Yeah, the punters.
Yeah, the punters will probably get the day off. The kickers are going to be kicking extra points to no end. But yeah, the punters, like the Chiefs punter, almost had the week off this past week. The Chiefs punted like one time. So yeah,
They should have went for it
from their own 30.
Why the hell not?
Could have cost them the game.
Yeah, it was pretty darn close. Okay.
What
Akers.
game? I'm sorry, this is totally off topic. What game was it? I know it was college. It was a 4th and goal, and they punted. Swear to God, real thing. Because they were actually on the other side of the 50 at 4th and goal.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I swear to God, this is a real thing. I swear.
I do remember something to that effect. And by the way, that just happened to my son's football team a few weeks ago.
Ouch.
Where it wasn't for 1st and goal, but we were on the 45, and by the time it got to 4th down, we were on our own 5. And had to punt the ball.
I have it. I have unfortunately found it.
It's a real thing, man.
Wow. Louisiana Tech found itself in one of the weirdest college football situations, punting on 4th and goal from their own 27-yard line.
Yeah. That's just.
How many holdings did that take?
73 yards away from the end zone. Oh, whoa.
There's got to be some sequence of events there that just. You don't script that out.
Yeah, and you just can't bring that up and me not really go to look at this ordeal. Seriously. 3rd down and goal.
87 yards on a single play.
3rd down and goal to go from 93 yards away.
Holy shit.
3rd and goal from 93 yards.
Oh, I remember them showing this, how they were all trying to pick the football up and they kept kicking it.
Hang on, George. This is not the one I'm talking about, because this is from 3 years ago. The one I'm talking about happened this week. It was Illinois and Minnesota.
Oh, here we go.
The fact that it's happened more than once.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say the fact that this just, but 3rd and goal for 93 yards.
Yeah.
That's.
That's like what is that? What do they say? NFL blitz rule. You get 4 passes.
Hang on. 1st and goal at the Minnesota 10.
Penalty
for no gain.
Yards.
First off, you're at the goal line or you're at the 10 and you're taking a personal foul. That coach is going to kill you.
Yeah.
And then
run for a 23-yard loss, and he fumbled.
Jesus.
So wait a minute, what?
And then incomplete pass, and then Hayes punts. What?
On their 37, instead of going for it, on the 48, instead of going for it, they actually punted the ball.
Yeah, well, because they were literally at midfield.
Yeah, you're trying to pin them, but yeah. Wow. You know what? Like, I don't want to see the punt.
First one.
I don't want to see the punt on 4th down. I want to see your run that you lost 23 yards.
Yeah, that's banana.
What the hell?
He said he fumbled.
He fumbled. It gets knocked back. It gets knocked back.
It's
Yeah,
just
It's kicked
brutal.
around and they recover it.
Yeah, that slapjack play, I was gonna say, and they're not.
That's not as bad as the other
Actually,
one. I remember them showing that as they're trying to pick the football up. The guy keeps going down to get it, and he kicks the football and knocked off the field. And then the other defender tries to do the same thing. Then the offense tries to pick it up. It just keeps going backwards. I'm like, when do you guys just like kick the bitch out of bounds? I mean, stop trying to pick it up.
Hey, just to let you know, that's illegal. The Lions should let you know
Yeah,
that.
you would be back in the '93.
Don't kick the ball out of bounds. Push the ball
Wait.
out of bounds on purpose. That's illegal.
I mean, fuck it. At this point, you're down 28-7. Just fucking go for it. Throw a Hail Mary. Fuck it.
That's what I was saying. I mean,
I want to go back to this. I got to go back to this one. For the love of God, a
There you go,
third.
Zolt. You fucking done derailed us now.
I know. That's fine. That's fine.
That's cool,
Somebody
that's cool.
somebody derails us every week. It's my turn, damn it.
It's usually Durkin.
That's true.
Third down and goal, 93 yards away. That is, I mean, that has
Bust
got
out the-
to be the most.
Bust out the razzle dazzle.
No, but I mean,
video.
no video.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, image cannot be loaded. It's a little too old. Darn it. That is extremely sick.
That's
I
impressive.
wouldn't make fun of there. I know, Mike, right?
Right. He's a fake pundit. That is sick. I mean, that's disgusting. That's disgusting.
No, Doug, 90.
Be right back.
That's
Suds, you didn't say who you were picking.
Are we on a game?
Yeah,
I thought we were
on-
between games.
we were on a game. We were on the Seahawks at the Rams, and he never picked.
Sorry,
So,
George.
Akers-
I thought I derailed us at least in between games. I didn't realize we
No.
weren't done with that one yet.
No, Akers
Zip
and
it, Zolt.
Suds still need to choose. So Akers, since you're sitting there,
I was waiting. I was like, wait a minute. Am I not here?
Sometimes we wish you weren't. Nothing? No response?
Akers, hello.
Seattle's only lost one game in the division this year, and it was to the Cardinals, which was in Arizona. And the Rams have only lost one game in the division, which was to San Francisco, and it was also on the road. The Rams have not lost at home yet.
First time for everything.
If the Rams lose this, this is potentially being out of the playoffs, which Seattle could lose and still be in the playoffs. I don't see the Rams losing at home. I think Donald will have a nice, good sack, probably 2 sacks this game.
Suds.
Donald's got to catch his ass first.
Suds pulling an Akers shooting on the air.
At least I raised the microphone.
Okay.
First you got to catch Wilson in order to sack his ass. He's one of the most elusive players I've ever seen. I predict the Seahawks will pull this one out of their ass.
Okay. 3 Rams and the rest are the Hawks.
Here,
Next game up.
exciting game.
The freaking game that we're screwed with here in the damn sector.
What?
The Bengals at the Steelers.
Where the fuck are my Steeler people? Light the room up. Tell me why
we have
I
Steeler people?
Oh yeah, we have a lot of Steeler people. Actually, Chipper, I know you're still here.
Tell me one reason why I should be picking the Steelers this week.
Oh Lord.
Because they're undefeated.
Damn it, I couldn't get my microphone down low enough fast enough to say that. Because they're fucking undefeated.
They're because they're the better team.
They're undefeated with who as their starting quarterback?
the guy who's
same
going to
one
be
that'll
the starting quarterback this
Sunday.
week.
Has anybody yet, besides Cam Newton, actually had to sit out on the COVID list at quarterback?
And this is
Yeah.
where I came in with the COVID list is the injured list.
Why? Because they've never announced that Ben Roethlisberger has been injured and is going to play.
Yeah, I don't see why they would suddenly start doing that. There's just no
He is injured.
need for it.
You're just a Steelers hater.
And it comes out today. Tomlin said that Mason Rudolph is going to get majority of the snaps.
It's because Ben can't be there.
But you guys just said he's not going to be on the COVID list. He's going to play.
He's
Just
going
like
to come
Matthew
off of it at the
Stafford.
end of the week. He can't be in practice while he's on it.
Who do you think was going to get the majority of the snaps?
Well, okay, hang on a second. Last freaking Fruit Loop group that had to sit out for COVID did not play that well the next following week and ended up losing.
But the next team that did.
Oh,
And the Titans didn't play for like 2 straight weeks and came in and whooped their ass.
well, that's
He said it
because
out
the Titans. That's because the Titans did not follow protocol, still held private practices, and were pretty much, still doing what they usually do. So
Steeler haters.
they said that they are optimistic that he'll be available.
Yeah, because they don't know until the tests come back. I mean,
Right.
Because
their tight end, Vance McDonald, actually came back with the positive test, which technically would put the whole offense itself in jeopardy. So with that being said,
So why isn't the whole offense in quarantine? Because they're all wouldn't they be in the same boat as Ben Roethlisberger?
that's pretty much what I would think too.
But they're not.
Nope. Not until Saturday when all of a sudden Pittsburgh's got to sit there and go, oh, we've got the COVID thing. We can't play this week.
But test results don't usually come back positive until the 10th day. So they'll probably be able.
We've gone through this already. The positive tests and the test results come back within hours, not days. We've been through
that's
this.
such.
That's not what I said.
I get what you're saying. I hear
Thank you. You're the
It's
smart
just-
man. Go ahead.
The NFL is just playing by their own rules at this point, rules that they've created. Which, okay,
don't
this is how they're playing the game. So he's playing this Sunday. They're playing this game, and the Steelers are going to roll. That's my pick.
And if they got it, the test results will come back positive either on Monday or Tuesday of next week.
There you go. There you go.
Positive of the fourth quarter when they're already up 21 points.
Nah, now that would be baseball.
I was going to say that's the wrong. Yeah, I was going to say they're not going to wait until the fourth quarter. Yeah, wrong sport. Burridge took the Bengals. Big D took the Bengals. Everybody else took the Steelers. Akers, who would you like?
Let's say this figuratively is true that Roethlisberger does not play. The last time Mason Rudolph started his first game
He was shit.
against the Bengals.
Okay. Are you
Just
taking?
make a goddamn pick.
And they lost.
So are you taking the Bengals?
If Roethlisberger is not playing,
You have to pick now. You can't wait
I
till
know, but
Sunday.
that's the thing is you're talking about here saying I got the information saying he's not playing. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
You guys
So
saying
are
you're
you
gonna play
taking the Bengals or not?
But
Where is it? Tell me where you're getting the information he's not playing.
It's on the internet, so it must be true.
Everything's
That's a
on
quote
the
from
internet.
Abraham Lincoln. Look it up.
Everything's on the internet.
But it's not officially official, so it's on Facebook.
I like that one. Scoreboard that one. That's a good one.
You'll be blocked.
I just fucking had it too.
So
Facebook
yes
takes
or
down.
no, are you taking Cincinnati or not?
You know what?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do know what.
Yeah.
How's his wife?
Jesus Christ. Just so you quit crying, yes. You've always been snoring, Doug.
Studs?
I'm going to take the Steelers because Ben Roethlisberger will be playing, and they're going to whoop that ass.
Adam?
Can I pick COVID?
I'm pretty sure
No,
COVID
it's-
already won.
You know, the weird thing was on ESPN today that they said that this game was going to end in a tie. I almost fell off the couch. So it's kind of funny that you said that because it's like I thought you were going to say, "Can I take the tie?" Because weirdly enough, it was like this one could be.
No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take the Steelers. I mean, until they lose, you gotta run with them.
Yeah. And they will maybe eventually
I think they only got like
across the Chiefs. So
I think they're one choice. The one team I looked at when I looked at their schedule, I think they got to play the Bills yet.
And I will say, Roethlisberger was one of 4 that they put on the close contact list.
yeah.
Jalen
Linebacker.
Samuels was on there. Yep. Linebacker Vince Williams and O lineman Gerald Hawkins. So it's not like it was, oh, hey, Ben, you go on the list. It's like, you 4, you were the guys,
Yep.
get in the room.
Doug says, Doug, you already made your pick. You chose the Steelers.
Figuratively speaking, go ahead and just say it right now. If Roethlisberger's playing, there should be no reason why the Steelers shouldn't win this game. If Roethlisberger is not playing, are you still saying that the Steelers were going to win this game?
I make my pick based on the information I have now.
Well, that's what
And
I'm saying.
I think he's playing, so that's why I'm picking the
Well,
Steelers.
that's what I'm saying. If he's playing, there should be no reason why the Steelers shouldn't win this game. They should walk out 9-0.
Well, no offense. Even if Ben wasn't playing, the Steelers' defense is just too ungodly.
Yeah.
Sick right now that you can't pick against them. I mean, they could
Okay.
actually win the game instead of Mason.
So are you saying that Dallas' offense is really that talented to score against that defense?
Was just
Pittsburgh always has a tendency to play down to their competition. It's a known fact.
And no, you just said that. You just said it, and it's kind of weird because Cincinnati, kind of a little bit of the same ordeal. You know,
Yep.
Joe Burrow's been chunking it down the field and almost winning games too. And you're
Since
like,
his defense will fold at the end.
well, Pittsburgh's defense is folded a little too close for my liking too.
Who you taking,
Trust
George?
me, I
Who you
got
taking?
fantasy points. Oh, I took Pittsburgh. I'm not
All right.
stupid, as Suds would say.
Thank you, Dave.
So as of ESPN 24 hours ago, this is the first paragraph. Although Ben Roethlisberger was placed on the reserve COVID list Tuesday, the Pittsburgh Steelers are optimistic their quarterback.
I already reported that off the same damn article. Thank you very much for repeating what I already said. I appreciate it, though. Very much so. Next game, the Sunday night game, the Ravens
Although-
at the Patriots.
Wait. Let me just fuel this just a little bit more. Just one more log on the fire.
Okay.
I'm not even going to
this
get into
fire
the
is like
numbers. I know. I'm not even going to get into the numbers. I will say this: where I get the numbers from tracks 4 different sites.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them, this game is off the board. They won't let you bet on it.
What?
So move on.
Whoa. Okay, now that you brought it, since you had to go there, what do you mean 2 of them you can't make a bet?
They won't let you place a bet on this game. There's not enough information.
Because of the whole Venn.
Yeah. For the record, the Lions game, only one of them will let you bet on that game. Because Stafford is technically on the COVID list.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
I'm agreeing
let's
with
move
Dave.
on.
I'm agreeing with Dave. If you think your team is strong enough right now, let him heal his knee, sit him this game, and that right there will tell you if you're going to win or lose it. You're going to end up winning or losing. Why play Ben if his knee is really hurt right now?
You guys are really making me rethink my Washington and Lions picks. I could almost say screw the coin.
Well, the Steelers are also playing for the number 1 seed too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Picks are already made, George. Let's go. We've got to keep going.
Yeah, George, you already made
Ravens.
it. You can't go back and change it.
Raven, watch this. I have the Excel spreadsheet. Watch me. Ravens at the Patriots. I think you'll be more intrigued to do everybody to watch the top 10 show on Sunday night rather than this football game.
Nice plug.
We're actually turning around and doing the top 10 kids TV shows. So check that out with us on Sunday night at 9:30.
TV shows or cartoons?
TV shows.
Double Dare?
TV shows. No. Kids as in
Exactly.
No.
Well, you sound well prepared.
School bus.
No.
That'd be cartoon. That's what I was asking.
Different Strokes. Michael Keaton, Family Ties.
Silver
Kids,
Spoons.
The Kids, Silver Spoons, Ricky Schroeder.
So we're talking sitcoms from 8 to 9.
From 9:30 to 10:30.
Yeah.
Or 11, as we've kind of been
say
rolling
yes?
a little bit of about an hour and a half.
No, I'm talking sitcoms that were on between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. So kids can still watch them.
TGIF?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Step by step,
Yep.
day by day.
It'll be more entertaining than this football game.
I don't know. I'll still watch football game.
How far back are you going?
Probably about the 50s.
Oh, okay.
Knowing me, probably
So the
about.
monsters?
I'll probably going back to Lucy.
Howdy doody.
No, not the actual kids.
You know, if I would have
You
said
know
that,
what?
I'm fucking
Mute.
screwed. I'm just saying it.
Anyway.
I'm just saying that's the worst. You waited too long for that.
Yeah, I know.
I've been trying all damn night.
Adam. Anybody?
Ravens.
What's that?
Ravens.
He just goes. He wakes up. Ravens.
Suds.
Ravens.
Shrods actually took the Ravens. I was surprised. Akers.
Maybe he watched the Monday night game.
Let's see. Both quarterbacks are going to be running the ball. Oh, wait. Jackson's not allowed to run the ball no more. He actually has to pass the ball. So still doesn't change my choice, Ravens.
Zolt.
Ravens.
I'm lone
Just
wolfing.
better.
I'm lone wolfing it.
All right.
I thought Shrods was going to be taking the Patriots, and I was like, well, pair it up with that wolf, but nope.
Now, how does that make you feel? Now knowing that he didn't take.
I'm scared. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little scared. It's like, wait a second.
Wait, who took New England?
Yes, I did.
Jesus Christ, you're really trying to get some, aren't you?
Here's over under 43.5.
Huh.
Ooh.
That's low.
And that is up because it opened at 41.
Wow.
That's very interesting because I don't really see a lot of scoring coming out of this game.
Interesting. Could come down to those kickers.
You better hope it doesn't come down to a kicker. You probably kick a 69-yarder.
Nah, Patriots kicker ain't that good. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you talking about some schmucker?
That schmuck, the strongest leg.
Goes down with a hamstring pull after the first kickoff.
Do you have a shrine to that motherfucker in your house, Akers?
Yeah, I swear.
I'm looking for a jersey from him. I don't understand. These people don't have them.
Oh, Shane had one. It just was too small.
Fucking quadruple X.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was.
I don't understand this. Wait a minute. Wow.
I was gonna say if it was a quad X, Adam the quad X, it was a Tucker jersey.
I'd roll that motherfucker for that big.
I'd have to take it home and fucking like, what do you hem it together? Is that what is it? Is that right?
Have you not looked at Fanatics?
Yeah, but when you can get it for $30, I mean, come on.
I'll put you a fucking cheapskate.
Yeah, check out Shane's Man Cave on Facebook.
Yeah, sorry, I can't do that.
That's where Suds where the Sudbury acquisition of the Tua jersey came into play. So
which is working out well for me so far.
Might as well, drop the cheap plug on. Suds Apparel, furnished by Shane's Man Cave.
There you go. Which will hopefully be getting me a number 23 Ravens jersey soon.
That's a totally different supplier.
Different guy.
There's another guy.
That's another guy for another guy.
We don't even know that guy and who that guy's guy is. So it's all good. So next game up is the Monday night debacle.
Oh no, go back to the New England portion since you hurry up and said New England and let's move to the next game. I want to know, give me some good reasons what's making you take New England.
Because he wants to. Next.
One, I'm the lowest freaking idiot in the picks, and I need to gain some ground.
So you pick a stupid game?
I was going to say the first statement explains a lot.
Well, it's because I've been riding certain ways with other people, and it's like, yeah, time to go out and make the stretch of my own and trust the quarter a little bit more.
More or less, you try to gain a pick off the Jets this week. They can't lose.
I get it, Dirt. Sometimes you have to go against the grain just to try to make up a game or two here and there.
Well, that's what I was curious.
Even if it's one.
This week, that's why I said sometimes when you guys, I would like to hear when you guys go lone wolfing it. What is making you pick it? Is it just because you want to try to get that extra point, or is there really some logic that you guys are saying behind this?
I thought we didn't get extra points.
I actually made the claim of logic before we even got into our ordeal, and knowing that Billy Boy knows Lamar, and the defense is pretty much acclimated to Lamar and pretty much should have his ass.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt they're going to be ready to play. I mean,
yes. So that's why I stated that at the beginning, is because I think Bill's on the upper echelon of having the upper hand on this one. And being the fact that the Ravens hadn't had to play against Cam Newton too much, but should be used to a running quarterback. But which running quarterback is better? We'll see. Is that good enough for you? Good.
Which running back?
I'll let you chew on that one. Zolt, Monday Night Football. The Vikings at the Bears. The Vikings are on a little bit of a tear thanks to one Mr. Cook.
I was gonna say Cook has been
Cook-
friggin' Superman.
Yeah. It's been I've been fortunate so far up to a certain point to avoid playing said person with Cook in a couple leagues, thank God. And I'm still glad that I'm avoiding it this week.
Oh, that's hilarious. The hell did I come up with that team?
So far, Vikings out of Ryan, Doug, Big D, and Shrods. Sean took the Bears here at home. Adam?
Yeah, the two teams, it doesn't matter what the fuck I pick, they're going to do the complete opposite anyways.
Right.
I mean, I guess at this point, you got to kind of, with how Cook's been playing out of his fucking mind, you kind of got to ride that hot hand for the time being. So I guess I'll go Vikings and regret it again come Monday.
Suds?
I'm gonna take the Vikings.
The Bears just said you are no
surprising.
longer allowed on the bandwagon. You have been voted off the wagon.
No,
The
I
Bears will
think
not
Cook-
allow you to pick the Bears anymore for the rest
No.
of the year. They
I
have-
tell you what, can I explain my decision? Because I just Cook is on fire. They're gonna ride him. The Bears struggle like the Lions do with covering wide receivers out of the back or running backs out of the backfield, and he's gonna go off again.
The Bears have kicked you off the bandwagon. You're no longer.
Fair enough.
Just for this week.
Just thought I'd let you know. For the rest of the season, no Bears for you.
Nah, they'll be wanting you back next week, Suds, when everybody
Yeah,
else.
if they get their ass handed to them this week, they'll ask me back.
Yes, they will.
They're running low on fans.
Give you the red carpet treatment.
No, they're not that generous. They're
And
not.
there's also Suds.
They're not that generous. No freaking way. They ain't that generous, especially for Suds. Sneak a peek down here. Oh, they got the bye week next week. Yeah. After the bye week, Packers, Lions, Texans, Vikings, Jags, Packers. Well, against the Detroit Lions, yeah, they'll be asking, they'll be begging for him back there.
I hope Durkin's back on that week so that way we can have you guys go at it for that game.
I hate to do that to him.
No, you
I'm
don't.
yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I live for this shit.
I was gonna say he hates it now, and then as soon as he sees that face, he's like, "Oh no, I gotta lay into this fucker."
Yeah, I have to admit you're right.
So what's the status with the bet?
Oh, he's fucking lost.
Oh, he's
he's in deep shit.
yeah, he's toast.
So we doing this?
He's been trying. He's
live?
been trying to bail his way out of this thing forever.
We'll get to that here after we're done.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's the one that leaked the COVID positive test for Stan.
He's desperate.
Actually, he was the one to break that news.
Yeah.
So, Zolt, who do you like?
Well, I mean, the Bears D stopped Derrick Henry cold. But the thing is, Derrick Henry had actually been looking pretty rough for a couple weeks there. So I don't know if that was. I mean, it was still a good D going up against Henry. Dalvin Cook is as on fire as you can possibly be. So I'm going to go with the Vikings, and I think Cook is just going to steamroll.
Just like
I'm gonna say this because I'm sorry, Adam. I'm gonna say that it's in Chicago, so he's off the artificial turf, and I actually thought about it a little bit too, and I was like, man, I mean, yes, you go with the guy who's on fire, but knowing that the Bears in prime time Monday night TV, they don't disappoint, and it was a difficult decision not to pick the Bears on this, because they do play so well on Monday night, and it's like, watch this be the game that Cook can't do anything because of the Bears defense. So like I said, this is, as much as we just tongue in cheek, we know it's like, yeah, you're gonna go with the guy on fire, but the Bears are like, okay, fine, overlook us and surprise the hell out of you. So, like I said, it's not an easy choice.
At the very least, it might not be the game we want on Monday night, but
Right.
hopefully it's at least a competitive game for Monday.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't think it will be a prison inmate game. I don't think so. I think we got that with the Bengals and Steelers anyway. I'm sorry. Akers, you didn't pick yet.
What?
Did he freeze? Oh, I was going to say, did he freeze? Holy crap.
Wow.
For a second, I thought he was froze. I was just like, damn, we haven't had him freeze in a while. Holy shit.
What has Nick brought to the table for Chicago?
Do what?
What has Nick brought to the table for Chicago?
A couple of wins.
Against?
Go back and look at the schedule. I just had the damn schedule up, eh?
No, I just did too.
Damn it. Go look at the schedule.
Tennessee lost. New Orleans lost. Rams lost. Carolina 23-16 win. Tampa Bay 2019. Indianapolis Colts lost.
And that was in Indy, right?
Oh, wait. Here we go. The Falcons lost. Wait, sorry. Fourth quarter attack. Win.
Hey, George, off the subject just a little bit. I would like to put a nomination for one of your kids' shows. 1984, Kids Incorporated.
What was that? Fat
That's
Albert?
not what we're talking about.
I know. I just said off the subject.
No. As far as the kids go, we're talking like Gary Coleman and, the kids on Different Strokes, the Brady Bunch kids.
Oh, you mean
Oh, you're
shows
talking
that start
kids on shows. Gotcha.
Yes.
I'm glad you had to clarify that because I was trying to.
Kids Incorporated was 100% kids on a show.
No, that's
All of them were kids.
It's TV. We did TV sitcom Moms and Dads already. It's kids.
I just want it noted that when I derailed the show, I kept it to sports. So I'm forgiven.
I stay in my own lane, thank you.
It's
I got told
Adam
that quite a
told you
bit
to
last
do.
week.
Yep. Adam's sitting there going, it's about damn time.
My lane just moves a lot.
Stop.
Sometimes it goes in a circle, goes left or right.
Mary.
Still my lane though.
She's laughing.
Okay, so the Bears almost beat the Saints. Remember, it was an overtime game.
Yep.
Almost doesn't count though.
Well, I mean,
Horseshoes
we've
and hand
been
grenades.
talking for quite a while now. Are the Bears real?
Yeah, it's.
And
Yeah,
we're
we know
still
by now.
asking the question.
And,
I'm saying, look at the win. They beat Detroit.
Not
They-
saying
they-
much.
They beat Detroit and the Giants. They
New
beat
York.
the Falcons. They beat the Buccaneers.
That was probably the strong one right there.
They beat the Panthers in
Without
Carolina.
McCaffrey and without Robbie.
No, Robbie was playing.
Chicago is not the best team in the NFL. But they are above average though.
They're pulling a Jekyll and Hyde. I mean, technically, they almost did beat the Saints, and the Saints are literally almost running away with the division. So, like I said, on any, it's at this point, it's like Jekyll and Hyde. Who's showing up this week? Jekyll or Hyde?
Which one's which? Are we going Jekyll because they're purple? Geez. I think I'm gonna stay with Minnesota.
All right. I just got to wait for Durkin to send back his picks.
Doug says New Orleans. Or wait, sorry, he's actually saying no.
No.
I was gonna say if New Orleans is playing either one of them teams, yeah, I'm taking New Orleans, but they're not in the game.
Good Lord.
I found a stat for the Monday night game.
Shoot.
And you may have already seen it, but the fourth quarter, Jets plays in the fourth quarter.
4.
Yep.
They ran 4 plays in the fourth quarter, gained 3 yards.
Yep.
For a minute 24 out of the fourth quarter. That was it.
Because and technically it was just the interception play first at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and then the rest of it when they were trying to attempt to make their way downfield late in the fourth quarter. So yeah, otherwise they would have only been one damn play.
Yeah.
Which would have been pretty sick.
Yeah.
Like I said, again, all he heard in the headset was the money is in your account and through the interception. That's all he was waiting to hear was his money was in the account and he was good to go. He just wound up, looked, he goes, where is he? Oh, there he is.
Well, I mean, thankfully, some of us knew that the money was going to be in the account and made that pick the week before.
Damn Flacco. And that's why
read the phone or read the
dude, if you're gonna laugh that hard, at least share with the group and don't make us
I'm trying to. I'm pointing over the comment to have you look over at your screen.
You should have already been reading the comments. That's what a freaking
it's Mary, it's a wonder of the universe that nobody can quite explain.
Will somebody read it, please?
Why does Zolt's chair keep disappearing if he's at home?
I was trying to read it, but I can't read it and laugh at the same time.
Akers is dying, needs some oxygen.
It is. Yeah, I'm at this point. Even I don't know where the hell I'm at because I've got a virtual background. I got a chair. The chair keeps disappearing. It's just confusing as hell.
It's like, why does this?
And then Doug comes back in. Well, New England does have one drive for 9 minutes. What do you expect?
Oh yeah.
We're talking about chairs, Doug. Chairs.
Mary's going faker.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Mary, if you notice also the only 2 things that are showing are the Detroit Tigers and the Red Wings. You can't really see anything else.
I mean, it's the only 2 teams that are in Detroit, right?
Professional, yes.
Physically, yes. Actually, physically, yes.
Although to be perfectly honest, I mean, the wall could be blank at this point, and it's not terribly different.
Oh, the other 2 seasons are over.
This is true.
That was just random. That you stopped talking, and then
That's the Indiana Hoosiers running over Michigan.
They're still running on them?
So wait, all right. So let's take a look at this. You got the Tigers, you got the Red Wings, U of M. What's the 4th square? Oh, the Lions. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah. The only pro team that's not represented is the Pistons because I've never been a big basketball guy and I had to put Michigan on there somehow.
Are they still in Auburn?
No, they're downtown.
Oh, they're downtown now?
Yeah, they play in Little Caesars Arena with the
I was
Rams.
gonna say,
You would think they would figure out that it's a jinx to go down there.
It certainly didn't help.
Definitely appears to be a jinx.
So you guys all coming down for the Browns-Lions game next year?
The
I would
hell would I
like
want to watch either one of those teams for?
They're playing each other. We can fucking
parking lot.
Actually, Burrich has already turned around and opened that invitation up. Remember, he said that he'd turn around and host the party at his house. So
I would like to do that. That would be cool.
It's an open invite for the El Patio de Burrich.
He has one that matters the most in the Red Wings.
She's not wrong.
Well, the Tigers should be good now that they have a cheating manager.
Why are you doing a virtual if you're home, goofball? There's a face only a mother could love.
Well, this has been
This is fake news.
rumored, but this is not fake news.
It is.
It's fake news.
I'll prove it to you. Go back to the title.
I was gonna say the first word.
Yeah. Well, but the source is a solid source. So being that it is one Mr. Greg Henson, and he has been told through multiple different bodies at this point, instead of just the one, that yes.
Yeah, but it says right there at the end of the season.
Right. It would be at the end, after the 100-point shellacking.
Okay, hang on a second. Hang on a second.
What?
Go back to that headline. To leave Michigan. Okay, got it. I was going to say to leave Michigan, and what it said in the thing was that they were going to agree to separate, mutual parting. Which
Which the actual news is his ass is gonna get fired.
Yeah, it's right there.
Right.
That's why it's fake news, because your ass is gonna get fired. You just putting it on. They're putting it on paper like it's something else.
Yeah.
You're fired, bitch. Get out.
Yeah. The mutually the mutually separate is how much are we gonna pay you to get out of that last year of the deal?
Because you lost to Indiana, Michigan State, and about to get your ass whooped by Ohio State.
And that's the ultimate question, is knowing that there is an ass whooping coming. How much do they still owe? What is the
$8 million?
$8 million they still have to pay him?
Yeah, for this season, yes. Because I know his
contract. Do they still pay him the $8 million?
No, if he walks off, they don't have to pay him. If they fire him, they have to.
He ain't walking off.
And that's exactly it.
I think they should make him a deal. For every 10 points you lose to Ohio State,
you give $1 million.
You have to lose $1 million.
But I'm pretty sure that goes back to a Doug and Durkin deal. That's one-sided.
Wait a minute. So how much would he actually owe Michigan for losing that game?
Right.
He might have to give him a salary for last year.
So it says it's currently set to expire shortly after the 2021 season ends.
After next year.
Which is a 21-22 season.
Correct. So technically, why would they turn around and why would they eat the $8 million?
To get his sorry sack of shit ass out of there because he can't win a fucking goddamn game to save his life.
Because they might win 2 games this season. And in our lifetime, that's never happened.
Hang on a second. They'll come up with the excuse that it was a COVID season and would turn around and give him the last chance, quote unquote.
Let the head coach go on the COVID list.
Finish out the contract so they wouldn't have to eat the $8 million.
I don't think the school cares if they eat $8 million.
I'm at this point, just give the motherfucker 10 and tell him to go.
Okay, next question. Who's replacing him?
Well, if you listen to all the fucking idiots in the chats and everything else in all the different Michigan groups, fucking for whatever reason, Luke Fickell's number one on everybody's list.
Well, that's but from who's, I was going to say, as far as the fans' choice?
Bring in Tom Brady.
Yeah, could you imagine that?
That
Could I imagine it? Yes, I could imagine it.
I was just gonna say.
Well, the thing is,
Imagining it,
you're
and
gonna have what Brady as the head coach, Charles Woodson as your DC, fucking Tyrone Wheatley as your OC. We're gonna just bring back all former players to do it. I mean,
And what have they done in the past?
You are not bringing in a former player with zero coaching experience
Exactly.
at any level to
Why
coach
do
your
you-
program.
Who says he has zero? He's been coaching New England ever since he's been there.
He has zero.
I was gonna
Tyrone
say
Wheatley
because
has experience.
we know who isn't the offensive.
So,
coordinator.
so head coaching experience, right? You're referring
I'm
to?
talking. He has no coaching experience
Okay.
at any level.
But head coaching experience, right? No level, right? Who you got? Who you got as head coach for your basketball team?
Juwan Howard.
What? Who was he a head coach before coming to Michigan? For
He wasn't. He was an assistant with the Heat.
I was just gonna say he was an assistant, so he has
the
some
NBA.
coaching experience in the NBA.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock that one.
No, I mean it's an assistant coach at a higher level stepping down to take a higher position at a lower level.
Which is exactly how these guys get back to being at the higher level in the pros. I'm not knocking the basketball one here, Suds. I've got to.
I'm not saying that.
I got to bite my tongue right now to agree with Wolverines fan on this one. Sorry, that was my heart.
He's stroking out people.
George,
I'm
I
telling
mean, the only reason, George, you could even say it is because you know I'm a reasonable fan.
Well, no,
I'm not Durkin.
Well, exactly.
None of us are.
But in all honesty, that's exactly, like I said, that's exactly how you do get to the positions.
My point really is that at this point, anybody can they can end up getting anybody a head coaching job if they believe that it's going to bring in enough talent.
The problem is that Harbaugh was not that great in as a college head coach. His 49ers debut and everything going into the Super Bowl and all that, it was a nice little hype ordeal, but he took Mike Singletary's team into that Super Bowl and not his team, which has always been pretty much damn well known because after that, Harbaugh never saw the damn thing again. So with that being said, it was pretty much going for stint number 2 in the college rankings. You know, everybody was all like, oh, thank God we have a Michigan man really in place.
And see, that's the shit they have to stop right now.
Bingo.
You know, Zolt was talking about this earlier. We all were about the whole, as offenses, you have to evolve. Well, Michigan's got to evolve their coaching search and stop this Michigan man bullshit because it's stuck in the fucking 90s and it's not working.
The problem is they've tried that once.
Yeah, with Rich Rod, and look where that got us.
Yeah, look where that got him. That set the program back like crazy.
That's like out of all the coaches you picked, Rich Rod, the only thing that made him more successful was Pat White.
Hated that choice.
I mean, for Rich to actually sign with Michigan was probably the best thing he could ever think of, is take that money and run. But like, your team was with Washington with West Virginia, and you knew you were losing Pat White, so you signed the deal to Michigan to make more money. Well, my question was, you still had a better team over in West Virginia.
You were getting paid $5 or $6 million a year.
That's what
West
I'm saying.
Virginia.
You got to take the money and run sometimes. Well, that's also like Kelly, how they took. Kelly was with was it Notre
Oregon.
Dame? Notre Dame, and then he came.
He went to Oregon first. He was with Oregon first.
Yeah, and then he came to Michigan and did nothing.
He went pro first.
We're going with the facts.
Oh no, I'm sick of somebody else. My bad.
They're going to the facts of let's go with what's available right now. Like you just said, Luke Fickell, Cincinnati's head coach. What has he done with Cincinnati?
Right now they're looking good, but they haven't played anybody. They're in the fucking whatever conference it's called now.
But here's the other thing. Why is he going to turn around and leave a program where he right now is successful at?
Because money talks.
Well, I'm going to throw this one at you. Dan Quinn.
Yeah, yeah.
Zolt's laughing.
No, the biggest name that
Dan
everybody,
Quinn.
Dude, I'm laughing. Did you see my face before I started laughing?
Crooked Face.
Ooh, that was
do you
not
want-
a name I
do you
liked.
want an offensive? Do you want an offensive person, or do you want a defensive person?
I was just going to say the same
Right
thing.
now we need
Your
defense.
defense has been.
We don't
I
have a
mean,
defense.
let's go. Let's see. Look at it. Defensive coaches out there right now.
Top of the list. Venables is number one. But is he going to leave Clemson?
No.
Why not?
No, he's not.
Matt
His
Patricia.
kid's
Why not?
his kid's a linebacker at
If he wants to
Clemson.
be a person, is he going to take over?
Did you hear him? Adam, repeat it.
His kid is a linebacker, sophomore linebacker with Clemson.
So he's not going
He
anywhere
ain't leaving for a couple
2
years.
Yep. He ain't
Is
going
he a
anywhere.
red shirt freshman or a sophomore?
I'm not sure, but I mean, of course, everybody's like, "Oh, he could transfer." Well, they're not going to. They like where they're at.
He's on the transfer.
No, they're
Um,
all nice and there. He's hog tied down. Like I said, you're back to Dan Quinn.
Okay.
Matt Patricia will probably be available.
Orlando.
Matt Patricia won't be available.
He's going to be run out of the
He'll
state
be
of Michigan.
available.
Oh my God! I can
Oh,
hear
you're
that one.
stuck with him. You're stuck
Oh,
with
he'll be available.
Dave. You're stuck with him for 2 more years.
No, he will be available after this year.
You keep thinking it.
All right,
One name that
next defensive coach.
We said if you even get close to being, with the rest of that Lions scheduled, we said
That's going to be a good one.
he'll still be there.
The next defensive coordinator, Clark Leah, Notre Dame.
done enough about him,
Yeah,
Notre Dame has been good for the last 4 years.
but they don't win shit.
They don't
Well, it
win.
matters.
They're not in a fucking conference. Now they're in a conference. They actually have a chance to actually successfully get into a playoff.
And they
Like I
get smoked.
said, Dan Quinn, your next head coach at Michigan.
No,
and then
not even
Tony
going to
Elliott,
happen.
which is the offensive coordinator for Clemson. I'm sorry, Dave Aranda, LSU.
No, you also don't forget. There's a lot of people tend to forget about him, but and I'm okay with if they make this choice. But the only thing that scares me is that he struggles with Iowa. Is Matt Campbell?
I was going to say that's the other head coach, but you're once again that's Iowa is another Big Ten.
No, he's
Or no,
from Iowa State.
Big Ten. Iowa State's in the big. Oh wait, yeah, Hawkeyes. Iowa Hawkeyes. Yeah.
He's a Cyclones coach. And then there's rumors that you could look into. Okay, well, a lot of people aren't going to talk about it, but Brian Harsin from Boise State.
Well, that goes back to the debacle you just said. Who does Boise State actually play?
That's what I'm saying. Then, of course, Ty Winningham from Utah's name comes up a lot.
You're stuck with Dan Quinn.
You
And
can
if
pick.
if I'm right, I'm gonna go hide somewhere because I don't need
Hey, I don't care if the motherfucker can beat Ohio State. I don't give a shit.
Right.
I was
He can
gonna
win
say,
one game a year. Win
at
one
least
game a year.
we'll be scoring some points.
Giving up a lot too.
You can
At least for
pick
3/4.
Yeah.
You can pick anybody you want from the Jets organization because they're all going to be available.
I was gonna say,
Hey,
I was
maybe
trying
we'll
not
get
to go
lucky.
there.
Maybe
Wait,
we'll get
here you
lucky and
go.
Harbaugh will go to New York and coach the Jets.
Oh, good God!
Here you go, right here. Alex Grinch, Oklahoma's defensive coordinator.
His name comes up a lot too.
He's been successful in Washington State's defensive coordinator in 2015, and he was with Ohio State last season. He was Ohio State's co-defensive coordinator and a safeties coach the last season
Another name
under Ryan Day.
the one name that pops up a lot too, because he's probably going to get ousted from his job because he hasn't done just as he's been there, which still scares me though, is Tom Herman.
Okay,
He hasn't really done anything in Texas, but maybe it's just one of those things where he can't recruit in Texas, but would he want to come and try to go against his former, I guess Ohio State and coach the rival, but
yeah. And that's kind of the downfall is if you can't recruit, then
right, and that's why a lot of them they bring up Fickle teams because he can recruit Ohio, which ever since fucking Tressel took over, they haven't been able to recruit Ohio for shit. I mean, there's a lot of names out there that are going to be thrown
Well,
around.
that's what I was saying. If you're going after someone that's done something in a big school, then technically Alex is actually should be one of your top 3 candidates.
Well, there's 2 names that come up from the NFL too, and that's Joe Brady from the Panthers, who was the offensive coordinator at LSU last year during their championship run, and then which I know he's not going to leave the NFL and come to college because I think he'll be the next coach to get a position in the NFL, but that's Eric Bieniemy.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I my God, that would be a dream get.
Well,
But I don't think he's coming to college.
No, he's going
Why
to stay in
not?
the NFL.
When
Because
No,
I think he's going to be an
he's
NFL
going-
head coach.
Yeah, he's going
real
to
quick.
NFL. if I
Hell, that's why I want
he
Detroit
might get
to
the
take.
Jets job. Eric
That's why I
might
want
get
Detroit to hire after they get rid of Patricia.
well, I told you, you're stuck with him. Sorry.
We are not stuck with him.
You're stuck with him. But the enemy could get the Jets job, and that would be very, I mean, that's what I pretty much would expect.
Hey, Zolt.
Yeah.
See, I fuck with the Lions, but that's just me.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Horse
just
shit.
mean shit. I don't even do that to him.
It's
I wouldn't do
ridiculous.
that to Durkin. That's mean, George.
I mean, Saban was in the NFL and he's back in college.
Wait a minute. No. Hold on. No.
I mean, not be as a head coach. I'm going to say it.
That little cup of coffee of, oh, I can't handle, no, screw that crap. No, he was not a coach in the NFL.
And he's making more money with Alabama than he is in the
That was one of the slickest money grabs I've seen in a long time.
That was so damn ugly. It wasn't even funny.
Well, I can tell you though.
That was so bad. That was so backdoorish. That was even better than a Sudbury move. It was that backdoorish.
That shit should have been illegal.
And that's coming from Suds.
Yeah.
And that's coming from the man.
There should have been a rule against that shit.
Well, the one thing I wish people would get out of their fucking minds that I've heard rumors is that they have these $billion or billionaire donors that are going to throw money at Urban. It's not going to fucking happen. He's not coming here. The motherfucker,
That's not happening.
that
No.
motherfucker can't even utter the state of Michigan. It's either Wolverines or the team up north. He can't even say the word Michigan. It's not happening. They need to get over that.
Toledo, that's as close as Michigan he's going to get.
Yeah, he's no.
Yeah, that's
No,
not
he actually has to go to Michigan when they actually do a Fox, game of the week
Yeah.
there, which there won't be any of those now with them being 1 and 2.
It's going to be on Zoom. He's going to be zolting it. It's going to be one of those virtual backgrounds.
You can put that fucking shit on Scramble Vision. Ain't much to see anyways.
I don't.
God.
I would have took his ass to court. I
Yeah.
would have took his ass to court over that, dude. If I was the Miami Dolphins, that's got to be something breach of contract or
Oh, he found loophole. He found the loophole inside of the loophole,
Yeah.
inside of the needle, inside of the haystack without the magnet. It was
dude, that was the slickest.
Oh, yes, it was.
Oh, hail him, because dude, that was that.
Yeah, and believe me, every NFL coaching contract now has that loophole blocked. That it will not happen again.
Elaborate for our people out there that don't understand what you're saying.
What loophole?
Of the trying to remember the health and wellness.
All right. I'm out, guys. Y'all have a
We'll
good
have to
night.
say, I was going to say,
All right.
we're already running overtime. We'll have to save that one. We'll put the whole story and the research together so that we don't not discredit the story the proper way of the
Shenanigans.
yes, the shenanigans that were in play. So we will definitely save that one for the beginning of next week's show. Well, it's a great teaser. So for Zolt, Suds, Akers, Adam, and God knows where the hell Durkin's at. I haven't seen hide nor hair of him. I'm going to have to figure out where he went to.
Probably find another coffin to get into.
We'll catch y'all.
And good night.
Good night.